recording is now started, so now stop chatting shit about the other two.
Hello, internet fame.
Hi. Are we on the internet? No. A few other bits and bobs. So, just want to go over the changes that have been made to the game.
Because I wasn't a good enough DM.
Oh, shots fired.
Okay, changes made to the game in order to fit it more to my stylings. There shouldn't be anything. There shouldn't be any. If I'm going to run it, I'll run it like how I want to run it. There won't be any major jarrings in terms of how the game runs, story, blah blah. I don't change any rules. So, a few things have changed. There's a few musical changes. There are a few creature changes. The encounters have been buffed because we were running 4-player encounters with a 6-player party, which, as you imagine, can cause issues. So the encounters have been changed slightly. As we were testing before you got here, Lloyd, we have now implemented a feature of shared lighting as well, which is a toggle on and off. So, for example, all of you should be able to see Ariel's token. If I move it over here, you can't see it. Correct?
That is correct.
If I press this button, you can now see Ariel's token. Yep.
And everything that you can see. That's cool.
And if I move
But we
around,
can't see it.
Yeah. But we don't. We do not see him.
We do not see him as players. You don't see him as characters, but you do see him as players. The idea for this is, my implementation for this is when you have Dram or CJ goes off scouting, it's easier for you guys, rather than just sitting there looking at a blank corridor for a while, you get a bit more of an idea of what's going on. I have also implemented shared lighting. So you can when you can see each other, you can all see. So if you were down a very long corridor, for example, a 100-foot corridor, and you both stood 50 feet apart, you could see probably both ends of it. Again, that's to make it a little bit easier, and also it makes this work. In combat, we will be using your standard dark vision rules and the ruler to resolve any issues. So you will see further on the map than you can physically see. However, it's a case of you will still only be able to view 60 feet.
Okay.
And I don't expect you guys to do much metagaming on that one. It's not easy to do. And it kind of also covers off those things that gets rid of the little bits of what you should have in combat, like minor communications. There's been a small change to the character sheets. There's now a toggle button at the top of your sheets. So if I open up, I'll just open up Wilfred's sheet. If you go to the character sheet bit, you have the option now to toggle between public and GM modes. So if you want to send a roll just to me, you can do that just by clicking that button, and it just toggles it back and forth. This is mainly done to enable the creature rolls that I showed you earlier. But now, as I mentioned before, all of the rolls are public. So every skill check that I make, every attack roll that I make is all in public channel available. But what it is hidden is the NPC details. So you can't see who made it, so you don't see creature names, and you don't see names and stuff, like NPC names and stuff like that. Apart from that, that's pretty much all the changes. Very little. The story in the game will still run as per usual. And if anyone has any questions or issues, just let me know. Oh, and lastly, I have now enabled my webcam. So I tend, when I'm having conversations, I tend to be quite animated and vocal and do hand actions. So if you want to see that, feel free to turn on video broadcasting with receive only.
No one wants to see your face.
Everyone wants to see Mad Mage's face.
Turns camera on.
So I had it off before because no one else really had it on. But if you do want to look at me, go for it. If you don't, I don't care. Be soothed by my masculine voice. Okay, any questions before we jump into the game?
No.
Now all good.
Awesome. Okay then, so where are we going to bring off? So a little bit of a recap based on last week's session. So last week, our group of adventurers with currently no name, apart from Wilfred and Co., continued their exploration of the Dungeon of the Mad Mage at level 1. Passing through the corridors, encountering a rogue gelatinous cube cleaning some corridors by hiding in a broom closet and then running in the wrong direction away from it, though it was easily dispatched by our group. Then continuing onwards through the dungeon, finding a large open room with a etched map on the wall showing 23 layers of the dungeon. with several small icons, which actually appear to be buttons for on the 3rd, 16th, and 23rd level, indicating what appeared to be Skullport, Starbridge, and Hallister's Tower. In that room, we also found a pit with a very unfortunate gentleman by the name of Half, who had been betrayed by his adventuring party and woke up some days later at the bottom of the pit, apparently with some additional undead vibes to him. Following that, we headed south through a hidden door that Haleth described opening up into another room, another area populated by bugbears and goblins. The bugbears easily dispatched, and the goblins routed as well. Lastly, some Ettins and a Mimic were encountered, along with a forge and also a hidden corridor. Loot was obtained, lots of iron. We now have enough iron to start, or at least get to level 20 in Skyrim Smithing.
Nice.
We also found the bronze mask, which led us back to the statue that we stand in before. Wilfred disappeared into a demi-plane, confronted with a simulacrum of the Mad Mage himself, and offered the chance to ask 3 questions, which he has answered. We will be jumping back in as Wilfred is catapulted out of the demi-plane after setting fire to the portrait of the Mad Mage. Change that. Oops. So, as you watch as Wilfred is jettisoned out of this invisible portal that you can't actually see, and slams against the wall as he kind of slides down in a comedic fashion. Ow. Worth it. And he kind of gets up and dusts himself down and kind of checks Larry's okay on his shoulder. Well, I found out where the kid is.
Aye.
Well, as I find out, he's either on the Crystal Caverns or the Caverns of Ooze. It's one of the two.
So, you asked the same question 3 times?
In a matter of speaking, yes.
A matter of speaking.
Surely one answer should be incorrect, and the other 2 the same.
Well, okay, the first question went a little awry, and he was a bit of a sneakier shit than I thought he was going to be. But I said he's either on one of the 2 levels. We look around at both levels, and we'll find him. Simple, right?
Depends if he's still moving or not, right?
Well, he could move. I don't know. I guess we can only go and find out.
If my boy has a hair on his head because you've had me running around in circles, you'll have to pay.
I don't think so.
Oh, don't worry. You will.
Honestly, I'm not too fussed about the boy. I'll help you along, but yeah.
Well, damn, this has changed for the worse.
I mean, no one even told me about boy, and he found out like 10 minutes ago. But I think I was here.
I don't know, for like the rest of us, we all got told on a briefing.
Coin.
Well, I got coin. I got coin and chance to find interesting stuff. That's why
Aye,
I'm here.
you're being paid that coin to help me find my boy.
Well,
And then anything interesting along the way is fair game.
I prefer to find the interesting stuff, to be honest. And actually, looking around this lot, let's see. You got attacked by a mimic. You got attacked by a statue. You hit me with a fireball, which was utterly rude, to be honest. And you sat in a chair and got stabbed by snakes.
I was also attacked by the mimic.
And attacked by a mimic. I mean, you're not really instilling a huge amount of what's the word that I'm looking for?
Confidence.
Thank you. See, at least one of you's not an idiot, kind of.
What are you on about? I'm brimming with confidence.
Sure. But
Was it my jokes?
you're okay.
Ah, good. Good.
But to be honest, I don't know if I need you guys actually.
Oh, sad.
I mean, I've done alright on my own so far. I found you guys, and it's actually been worse since I found you. So, you know what? I'm gonna go find some shinies. And he snaps his fingers as you watch as Wilfred turns invisible.
I can still see Larry.
Larry turns invisible.
Floating Larry.
Larry also turns invisible. You see Larry hovering there for a second, and then he just, almost this cloaked hand comes over and just disappears under a cloak. And you just hear, maybe I'll see you on the next side. And you just hear, you very likely hear the sounds of footsteps disappearing away into the darkness.
I have no idea what just happened.
I'm just gonna yell after him. If I find you, I'm fucking caving your skull in, you little shit.
I don't think you could, but you're welcome to try. As Wilfred, as Wilfred's voice echoes through the corridors and disappears into nothingness.
Well, Garrett, it's okay. He's probably gonna find another slime and die.
He might have all fall in a hole. You never know.
Haleth turns to you and goes, God, he sounds like he'd probably be alright in my old party, to be honest. Bit of a dick.
Oh,
Yeah.
less
Right,
out of
Hallie.
you.
Oh,
Say again,
Harry.
Garrett?
Hallie.
Less out of you, Revenant.
Yeah,
Okay.
Garrett's not a big fan of you. Let's keep you away from him.
I'm just trying to help. I just want to get some vengeance on the people that did this to me.
Oi.
I was a cleric. I still believe in the power of my god, but apparently he fucked me over.
Well, damn.
Or maybe he brought me back to give me my chance at revenge. Did you ever think of that?
I guess you would have thought your god would have said so, you know, like.
That's an odd god.
Well,
Hey, Garrett, that rhymed.
So you're gonna add that to one of your jokes or something one day.
well, I mean, it was Joaquin. He's a bit of I'd call him a bit of a neutral god. He's actually the god of markets. Maybe it's because they robbed me as well, and he wants his coin back. I don't know. I don't ask questions. I just know where to go, and I need to, like you, I've got to cave some skulls in.
Alright then.
Right.
Lead on.
So where are we
Well-
going right now? I don't even remember where we are exactly on the map.
Well, like I said, I showed you that secret door. It does take you down to level 2, but it depends if you want to do a little bit more exploration.
You know, more shiny stuff.
Shiny, shiny.
Yeah, I mean, we found some nice metal so far. Who knows what else is going to be around here? And maybe
Hopefully
maybe
gold.
that little slime ball that just fucked off wasn't even telling you the truth about where your son is. He could be on this very level.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's very true. Yeah.
I don't think he would have
lie.
lied about
He
that.
seems like a shithead, but he wasn't lying.
Well, you never know. We could make our way that way. We can head down if you want to, or we can
What do you-
continue on our exploration. This is quite a big place, and you got as much as far as I did. Well,
What do you think we should do, Garrett? I know you want to find your son and everything, but shinies.
Part of the deal, right? We get to look for shinies while we look for your son.
Alright. I'll honor the contract.
Onwards, wherever. I don't know. Let's go this way.
Alright, Dran, where you pointing? No, that way.
Plus,
I will.
I haven't got a fucking clue where I am on the map.
Yeah,
Me.
none of us do.
I've forgotten since last week.
You're currently
I know
in
that.
the
Sorry, I moved
clean
you all.
corridor.
As opposed to the entirety of them.
Did you just get moved over?
Yeah, I'm here.
You can see now, yes. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
I could see
It's
before.
just we
I
don't
mean, like
know where
Yeah,
we
no,
are.
I understand.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
coming
in the
in
clean corridor.
Okay.
after
if you want,
after a game. Yeah.
if you want.
Oh,
to-
we're in the clean corridor. Is
Oh,
that?
I know where we are. I know where we are. 'cause
Is that
over
the-
Here's the entrance, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, 'cause that's the bronze statue, isn't it? When we needed
Yeah.
the bronze thing.
All right, cool.
Is that the
So
the
you're outside
entrance?
of the bronze statue area, yes.
Yeah,
So
yes.
Right.
this little alcove here is where the bronze statue was. You headed. I will use Dram and activate his secret powers. Stop moving; it makes it very difficult to activate the tokens. Thank you. So I activate that. So you guys went. If you just live where you are, Dram, you were there, and you headed down
Yep.
this way. this is the room with the pit in it, and then you did also head down south through the secret door.
Okay.
You have not headed. You have the northern side of this. Oops, stretching the token. You can go north that way. That's not where you haven't gone. And there was also an area away from the pit room that you didn't go as well, which goes in another direction. So let me put you back there, and I'll turn the light back on now. So, where would you like to go?
Guys, I have no idea what just happened. I think I was teleporting all over the place.
Your mind has been expanded.
There's a corridor up this way, guys, if you want to go north.
You're the scout.
Garrett.
Yes.
Actually, never mind.
Never mind, Garrett. Never.
I mind Garrett.
Make me a stealth check, Sophie.
How much damage has Erlen taken?
He's looking pretty rough, actually. He's currently at roughly 50% HP.
He was getting whacked by the
Jesus
card.
I will give him a cure wounds.
I'm going to stealth up ahead in this hallway.
Well, before you do,
Okay, Dad.
Ari. As you make your way through the corridors, this strange, overly clean corridor you'll find yourself in, you start to hear voices up ahead. There appears to be a number of individuals ahead of you. They appear to be almost arguing amongst themselves. All of them appear to be those speaking common. They appear to be dudes. One of them may be northern. Is there anything you want to do, or do you want to kind of keep back?
I'll be stealthing, it's already rolled for it, and maybe trying to just peek around the corner and seeing who I can see.
Sure, if you want to move up, and if you want to make me another stealth check.
Another stealth check?
Yes, please.
Okay. Nice.
Awesome. So, alright,
Starting strong, guys, starting strong.
as you kind of sneak up towards the corner to kind of get a little to sneak your head around and peek round to view this random group that you've encountered so far, you place your hand upon the shiny, clean wall, and everything else in this inside this dungeon has been quite rough and quite grippy. This one, not so much. As you place your hand on the wall to steady yourself, you go, and slip, and fall face first onto the corridor. The rest of you hear a doof as you turn around, or hear from behind you this doof and as this individual falls out onto the floor behind your group. So if you'd like to describe your character for me. Also, before I do that, if you want to move back up into the corridor a little bit as well, CJ, Dran, and Garrett, so you can see a bit better, you're welcome to do so.
As I'm pushing myself to my feet, I was like, I hate this fucking dungeon. And she kind of stands up. It's a half-elven woman. She's quite short, only about 5.5 foot. And she seems to be like once upon a time she used to have quite a plain appearance. She's quite simple, she's slightly tan, brown hair, brown eyes. But her hair is done into braids, just hundreds of braids that have silk or bits of string or bits of metal braided in. And she's got tattoos that just cover her arms and her legs. And she's dressed quite extravagantly. She's wearing this part gown almost that seems to have taken a bit of a beating since she's been down it, but she's still wearing it. And she just looks very extravagant and over the top. She's just got jewellery everywhere. Most of it's secured in place so that it's not jingling around all the time. But yeah, and you can see on her waist she's got some instruments on her waist. She's got 3 different ones. She's strapped to her waist, a drum, a flute, and a little lyre as well.
As she falls down, she lands almost on the drum, and it makes a boom sound as she lands. The rest of you turn, and you see this strange woman that appeared from behind you. What do you want to do?
Who's in the back? Ariel.
Hello? Are you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine. What are you following us?
You were really loud. Like, really loud.
Aye,
That's
so
probably
are
Garrett.
you.
He's got a gruff voice.
I heard a screeching, what sounded like a screeching ferret first.
I think that was
Barrett?
the wizard that left us.
Maybe.
Oh, little Willy.
Yeah,
He was screaming about going off on his own.
yeah, that's him. Yeah, bit of a twat.
Sounded like it. Sounded
Yeah.
like
You hear a voice from the shadows.
it. I'm not.
You don't really.
So, not gonna kill me or anything? Nothing like that?
Ben,
Are you gonna try and kill us? Yeah,
Do you deserve it?
probably. But I mean,
You can see Haleth looking back and forth between the two of you, and he's thinking.
Well, okay. Okay. I guess you came. I guess you're adventurers or something. I guess.
yeah, but not this guy. This guy's dead.
Hello,
Hi. You look quite good for a dead guy.
how you doing?
Not my type, love. Not my type.
Yes.
Alright.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Figured out that you guys aren't like a threat. She'll like walk forwards.
Pull my. No, I'm joking.
So, looks like you're down, Amanda, huh?
Well, I mean,
I
yeah,
guess.
they
like
left
that.
us. But what are you doing down here, all by yourself as well?
It's a long story. I wasn't supposed to be by myself. If that's any help.
what's the short version?
Yeah, give us a TLDR.
I came down here with my wife. She disappeared. I don't know where she is. I maybe need to find her.
See, not that long.
I must
There's
agree,
more.
it was pretty self-explanatory.
I tried to keep the TLDR to, as strict as possible.
I appreciate it.
So, we've actually got some aligned goals here. We're both looking for people.
Who are you looking for?
That's for me to know.
So
We're looking for his
I have
son.
to share. I was gonna say I have to share information, but you can keep it quiet.
It's just the Garrett way. He likes to try and keep quiet.
Yeah, don't. He's you know,
I've
he's
not been around
untrustworthy.
long, but he seems to keep an air of mystery.
I
Aye.
can appreciate that.
I probably would not fuck with Garrett.
Aleph, I'm an open fucking book. And I could tell you what I think about you if you asked.
Ooh, let's not get into this.
What do you think about me?
Let's
What do you think about me?
I don't know yet. I know you're noisy.
I tripped. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what do you think about me?
Banned.
I'm now I'm now intrigued to think what you think about me, Garrett.
So far, my experience of you has involved you getting hurt multiple times. Usually due to sticking your beak in.
Yeah, you know. Never know what you're gonna
It's like,
find.
actually, yeah, that's probably quite accurate.
guys, she has instruments. Can you play us a song?
Do you have a?
Can we
do you have a
can we
name?
leave the revelries?
No, just the music.
Wait, are you gonna sing along with it, Dram?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I would like to point out that I was told I had a beautiful singing voice.
Okay. I'm Ari. What are all of you called?
I'm Dram.
They call me CJ.
I assume the grumpy one is Garrett, being that's what you've called him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aye.
I'm
And these
Haleth.
are
Hello,
And the
there,
clan
Garrett.
next to me is Erland.
I'm a recent addition to the group.
our robots, Ariel and Arlen.
Yes, my name is Ariel. Me too.
Fireball.
I like to fireball.
It's
I like to hit things.
it's nice to meet you all.
Greeting accepted.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Well, since we're in the same general vicinity and appear to be trying to do a similar thing, fancy an extra edition?
Depends.
See why not? Well,
I'm getting conflicted. You guys need to really work on this.
true.
Depends on what.
Are you going to abandon us because you get a fancy to go off by yourself?
I'll abandon you if I find my wife.
Oh,
Where is she?
I have no idea. And
Oh,
searching.
we could have asked that person, but it's wasted.
Wait,
No,
We couldn't.
no.
But can't she
No.
ask anyway? Have we still got the mask, or did Dill really take it with him?
Well, I went in there afterwards, and well, last time I checked, I did,
You
and
went,
Yeah,
in
but
and,
she-
you went in and looked afterwards with the mask, and the
he disappeared. He's
the
gone.
individual
He's gone.
Yeah.
was
Oh,
not
okay.
there.
He's
I don't know
gone.
if it worked with different people. Technically, she wasn't part of the group at the time.
Sorry, explain
he's gone.
to me what happened.
Oh, we found this mystical dude inside this statue that we're standing next to. We had a bronze mask. Magic things happened. The wizard guy disappeared. He asked some dude 3 questions, fucked it up, and now we know 2 different locations to where this guy's son might be.
Because one of the answers was a lie.
I see.
Yeah.
Understood.
I don't really know.
I'm
what's
glad
going
you
on.
understood it, because I had no fucking clue.
Me too. Me too.
I mean, well, from what little I know about this place, it seems to be filled with an asshole for most part. So, makes sense that asshole things seem to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I suppose we should go look places.
Yes, I mean...
I won't stop you from following.
I'm glad. I might even be able to help. I have many talents.
I'm sure you can play a lovely drum.
Hey,
I'm
leave me
sure
out of
that's
this.
the extent.
Garrett walks away.
Wait, did you say drum or dram?
Maybe you should go ask him. He's just started to walk.
Oh, okay, I'm just gonna walk on.
Okay, just for information, what I will be doing is all of the fucking NPCs that I'm currently controlling will stay in a little cluster until required.
Awesome.
I am going to give Erland a little top up, though.
Okay, if you'd like to cast some Cure Wounds, and we'll see how many points of healing damage he takes. He takes 10
Shazam.
points of healing damage. He's now slightly less fucked.
Slightly less fucked. The bleeding is mainly stopped. That's all he gets out of me, though.
So, guys, I think can we head up this way? I mean, we've already been down south. May as well go see what's up north.
That's half.
You haven't seen a green lady pass by at all, have you? In your
Green?
travels? She was a little bit green, yeah.
I don't think we've seen a green lady.
Okay.
Uh,
Well.
We saw a lady that was pretending to be a vampire, but that's about it.
Oh well, yeah. Okay.
Do you
I
mean,
don't like this.
Did you mean envious or
No, she's green.
nice?
Skin green, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, so as you guys progress down the corridor, are you being
Are you
sneaky
okay, Ollie?
or are you just going?
Like, you know the lighting changes you've done?
Yes.
I've basically got a box of the light visions, and then if I move the map, the box stays in the center where I located, and like I'm just looking. I can look across the map.
Have you broken Garrett's
You've
light?
broken Garrett's lighting.
Yeah, lighting's
Completely.
overpowered now.
Like it.
I can't remember how to.
Shift double click.
No, it's. I'm trying to remember how to view as him.
Going to his eyes.
There's a way you could. I can restrict my vision to see what you can see.
Well, I'll send you a video. But it's fine. I can play the game. I'm just letting you know my vision's a little weird right now.
It may just require a.
You might need to restart, refresh or something.
Yeah.
But yes, we'll be stealthy.
Sneaky.
And before we
Super
start
stealth.
going down, I'll be like, do you guys not want to,
Your lighting's correct. So if I look, sorry, I found the command. Your lighting is correct to me. So you may need to refresh because there's nothing I can do about that. Apologies.
That's fine. You may just move me along for a bit while the machine gets back to it.
Sure.
but do you guys not check where you're walking?
I haven't had any issues so far.
We should do, but
I mean,
our checker doesn't. Our checker is currently lingering at the back.
My checker.
Would your
Babe,
checker
I
like
think.
to go in the front? You do know who inhabits this dungeon, right?
Yeah, but you know, I've already sat in chairs and stuff. Do you really want me to check things?
Who's the most skilled?
She doesn't need to know about that.
I'm
Well,
beginning
Gary
to
already
regret
mentioned it before when
my
I asked him
decision.
what he thought of me.
True.
And you've proven very useful at finding every trap so far.
Okay,
One way or another.
one way or another. I guess I'll have a look Which check is it?
So
Stop,
if you want
stop.
to,
Oh, that's awful, Ollie. Yeah, you need to restart. You need to refresh.
Yeah, I've already restarted.
That's awful.
I don't see.
It's in Facebook chat.
Oh,
Party white people.
CJ, if you'd like to roll an investigation check, for now I've just got to see this. If you'd like to roll me an investigation check to check for traps, please.
Okay.
You could see so much of the map, Ollie.
Yeah, I could have meted there, but
I
I
don't even have
won't.
like a bonus
Interesting.
on investigation.
Play it.
Whoa, okay. Fucking roll 20. Piece of shit. Okay, so CJ, as you kind of you take a look, you get down, you start to look around the area for traps, inspecting the floors, the walls, and nothing catches your eye. You don't see any tripwires, any pressure plates, nothing that stands out to you. And for the other ones for the stealth checks, I'll assume they rolled pretty average. So you've got a decently high stealth check there.
Well, there doesn't seem to be any traps on the floors.
Well then, now we proceed forwards. Have you just been blundering through this place?
Yeah.
Well, I check the
pretty
doors
much.
every now and then, but that's about it.
I like to listen to doors. They tell me their secrets.
I will count it as a measure of your luck that you're all not dead yet. And
Luck
she'll
is
start
part
to
of the
walk
game.
forwards.
Okay. I'm going to peek around the corner with my mirror. Pew.
Gary, do you need moving?
I am almost loaded in.
Okay.
I'm so close.
Okay, Dran, would you like to make me a perception check, please?
Of course. Bam. Oh,
Excellent.
that's terrible. I get a +5.
Okay, as you approach, you hear voices from around the corner. They like deep, gruff, bellowing voices in a language that you don't. They're speaking in a language that you don't understand, but there appears to be a number of them. They don't appear to be heated. Seem to be just like gruff mumbling.
Garrett says, starts going
you resonate with Garrett understands this. They're grumbling about wizards.
They speak lumberjack.
They are wearing plaid shirts. But you do hear the voices, and as you kind of slide your mirror round the corner, you do see what appears to be a handful of the creatures you encountered before, these bugbear type creatures. One of them seems to be kind of keeping watch while some of them talk to each other. You also can see, you don't actually know, you can see 4 bugbears in conversation.
I can only see 2, but okay.
Well, it's round the corner.
I'm just gonna.
On your mirror.
They don't seem to have noticed this little mirror sticking out the bottom of the floor where you're looking around. But they appear to be hanging around.
Okay. Guys, it's a couple of bugbears in this corner.
I'll assume you're whispering. Don't have to whisper,
I
Okay.
have to.
because if you whisper, it's difficult to hear you.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
So we kill them, correct? I think that's how it works.
What we've been doing so far.
Yeah, I
Best
mean,
kill goblins save.
they- I think the goblins are under their control, so I really think we should probably save them. But we'll see what happens.
You've been saving goblins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but-
they're gonna help us later on.
They actually have a settlement further down.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay then.
And if not, we'll kill them all.
She just kind of
Anyway,
pulls the crossbow out and starts to load it.
I
I'm going to.
before we go around the corner, I'm going to tap CJ on the shoulder, and I'm going to take my crossbow off my back hip and just shove it in his hands.
The crossbow.
Take this. Take these bolts.
Oh, damn.
If you can't get to the front, shoot them.
Oh bolts. Shit.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Ignore that, please.
Oh, sorry, you just reminded me about one thing. We did talk about resource management earlier, but upon actual thinking about it a bit better, it's probably not a great idea to implement it at this point, so don't worry about it.
It's your fucking idea.
I'm aware, and I'm now thinking about it. It was a dumb idea.
Alright. No.
So,
Alright.
How many bolts do I have?
20.
Don't worry about counting your bolts,
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to.
because realistically, if you just scavenged every bolt you found, you'd have a bag full of fucking bolts.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. I got it.
Since-
So it doesn't really make a lot of difference.
Since we're gonna surprise them, I'm gonna shoot around the corner, and I know there's a guy here. I think I'm gonna shoot that guy.
So you're gonna you can't take a pot shot, are you?
Yeah, well, we're gonna pop around the corner and kind of surprise him and just shoot the fucker.
I would like to do the same, but I don't know if I can.
Okay.
What kind of crossbow is it?
Well,
It'll be a light crossbow.
Light crossbow.
So it's a D8 based.
Yeah, you should be able to just drag onto your sheet.
Yeah, it should be in the
Yeah.
compendium. Okay. Before we do then, what I'd like to ask you all to do is if you could roll initiative for me.
I sure can. After selecting my
I
character
can't remember
token.
where my fucking... There we go. I haven't used a player sheet in a while.
I get +3 of
I
mine.
just want to confirm on the
That's a bad one.
on the turn order you can't see creature names. Is that right?
No, can't.
Oh no.
This is correct.
I can see
So-
the pictures,
Sophie,
but
how-
I can't see the names.
How tall's your character? You said it was
About
north, isn't
5'6".
it? Okay, cool. Yeah, you could definitely shoot over me.
I can
I'm
shoot
3
overhead.
foot.
Okay. Everyone else, the rest of your party is everything's breaking. The rest of your party has caught up to you because they were all having a nap.
Nice.
And here is everybody. Let's run an initiative for Haleth, because having a revenant in your party doesn't change the combat at all.
Not at all.
Breaking. Okay then. So what are we going to do? We'll put some initiative. I will be doing.
Dram fucking disappear.
I'm underneath you.
Oh,
That's creepy.
We share a
that was
space.
weird, okay.
Okay then, so what we'll do is if it's you two jumping out, you two will get a surprise round, and then we'll jump into a normal initiative order.
Wonderful.
Okay, so Drab, you're up first.
Pow! Surprise, cocksucker. That
Which
guy.
one do you shoot? This one at the bottom, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Make
Do
your
you,
attack with advantage. 27 does hit. Unless you want to roll damage for me. Okay, 12 points of piercing damage as you jump around the corner and you loose your first. I always wondered how does halfling really can it wield a longbow?
It literally
It's
can't, but I said when this first started that I'd let it go.
Fair enough.
It's a magic longbow.
Pretty much is what I went
It
with.
shrinks
it's a
inside.
Technically,
longbow to
magic
me.
longbows magic weapons do shrink and grow. So let's
Yeah.
go with them.
Yeah, technically he's wielding a short bow, but
Yeah.
Well, it's a human-sized short bow.
There you
yeah,
go.
but it's a
Yeah.
longbow for
but
it.
it's a long bow for him.
Regardless, you hit,
Yeah.
you do 12 points of damage if you want to take your next shot.
I get 2 shots as a surprise attack, really?
Your full multi-attack. It's a surprise round.
So yeah, you
Oh.
get your full round.
I didn't realize that.
It's your first turn, basically.
That one does miss.
Oh.
I think it's the first time I've seen you miss.
Yeah,
He-
no, I
he
don't know
rolled
what's
a
happening.
natural-
My rolls are terrible today.
He rolled a
Yeah.
natural 4 and he still gets 13.
Yeah.
Is that with
I'm ter-
My
advantage?
persuasion check.
+9, man.
So you still get your third strike.
Isn't that with advantage?
Even with
Still
a
be-
touch of my heads.
Yeah.
Drab.
Yeah,
Third strike?
fine.
There we go.
Oh my god, what is going on today?
You do
Wait,
have
that's
advantage,
sharpshooter. I didn't mean to do
but
that.
15 still misses.
Ooh.
Jeez.
So
Now these are
you
some heavy
jump
news.
out and you, in rapid succession, loose 3 arrows. One of them striking the bugbear in the chest, while
this
the
is
others two
happening.
just soar backwards.
Huh?
Ari, you're up.
Cool. I will pop out. How does the one that he shot look?
Like it's got an arrow in its chest. It doesn't look healthy.
Looks pretty shit. Okay, I'm gonna aim for not that one.
It looks like it's got an arrow in its
I'm
chest.
gonna aim for the one that's above it.
Okay.
I'm gonna fire a crossbow.
You have advantage.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah,
It's a
surprise round.
surprise round. So that does hit. So roll damage for me. 5 points
And I'm
of
also
piercing
gonna use my psychic blades.
Shing.
Oh, damn. Psychic blades.
Jesus.
So as you loose, you pop around the corner, you go, and this little crossbow bolt just kind of shoots over and sticks in the bugbear's shoulder, and he looks over at the other guy and goes, "Ah!" as he clutches his head in pain.
I smirk a little bit. And reload
still
my
have-
crossbow.
You have your movement.
Yeah, I reload my crossbow and I'm gonna back up.
Okay, and like Dram stayed where he was.
Damn
Okay,
right.
so back into normal combat now. So Dram, you're up again.
Gonna shoot this fucker and get my revenge.
Does Erland and Ariel get it?
Not
Roll.
sorry, yes, I haven't rolled them into initiative.
I-
Right.
No, never mind.
Sorry, I don't even have the sheets open. I need to set up initiative macros for you all. Make my life simpler.
Yay!
for ease of my sanity, and so I don't have 1,001 sheets open. God, I'm
Do
sad.
you want me to take the Ariel?
No, that's fine. I can do them. It's just that I want to roll. Him and Ceralax will have the same initiative.
Damn it, that means I got third. Okay.
Should I roll for you? Yes. Okay, there we go. So Erland is up first, as Erland can't see anything right now. He's gonna run up. Erland's gonna run up to Garrett and just kind of like just motion to himself and point at his eyes.
I know. I know.
I can't believe you didn't take goggles on night. I cannot believe you didn't take goggles on night.
Tram, you're up.
Okay, now I'm gonna shoot the little fucker.
Go for it. Make your attacks. You're gonna get the 2.
Oh yeah! Fuck yourself!
Okay.
Why would I only get 2?
Do you not?
He's still going before them.
You are.
I'm going
yes.
before all of them.
You are technically.
No one's had a move yet.
Oh,
You're not
no,
wrong.
Kidling's right.
I'll allow it. Yeah,
He's
that's fine.
right.
That's fine. So that's 32 points.
Wow.
30. What?
They won.
31. 31 points of piercing damage. As you loose back your other arrow in frustration. Not only do you hit this guy, you knock him back and pin him against a far door. He's
Good.
fucking dead.
That's what you get, you bitch.
And he's just ripped. He's giga ripped.
Now I'm gonna shoot this guy up top.
Go for it.
That one
That's
failed.
that's a miserable miss.
Oh.
Third shot.
That is also a miss.
I'm gonna run back and hide underneath Erland.
Okay.
Nah, I'm gonna go behind him. Yeah.
Ariel is going to move forward, but she can't get around the corner. She's going to move forward and.
Is Ariel a girl?
No.
No, it just got a girl's name. Sorry, sis.
Oh.
Um,
I was like, have I not picked up on that?
sorry, I just assumed. Sorry, I assumed their gender.
The gender.
Honestly, can't get around the corner. But if he moves there, I'm going to let's just check the line of sight. Can shoot the bugbear, but it will have half cover. So, doesn't have. I see, never mind. Isn't going to do that. Doesn't have spell slots. So, okay. Doesn't have a ranged cantrip. Oh, it has Eldritch Blast.
He's a warlock.
It's a warlock.
But launches 2 shots. I only saw poison spray. Launches 2 shots of Eldritch Blast, which strikes the bugbear and sizzles him into nothingness as it's knocked off his feet. Not quite as powerful as
The boat.
the bows, but definitely did something. Ari, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna move forward. Okay, Ash. I'm gonna move forwards and sorry. I'm gonna shoot the crystal ball. Let's do
The bottom one. Go for it. That does hit. 10 points of piercing damage.
I laugh at it.
Good. Ting. Ugh.
I really need the bathroom, so it's nip away.
That's fine.
Yes.
Garrett, you're up.
Garrett is gonna acknowledge Erland and slap a light on his chest.
When it just starts glowing like the mighty beacon of manliness that he is.
And then he's gonna take a couple of steps forward and survey the situation.
Okay, you see
And-
2 bugbears and 1 gobbo.
I'm gonna 2 bugbears,
2 bugbears and 2 dead bugbears.
2 dead bugbears. I'm gonna pull out a
It's dead.
spiritual weapon.
Okay, where would you like your spiritual weapon?
I'm gonna place it. Which one's been hit? Out of these
Make
two?
a perception check.
Boys playing it like this.
Snap.
Hard to tell.
Hard to tell. Yeah, I'll go for this one.
Okay. That's what your spiritual weapon looks like.
Fantastic.
It's a spiritual dagger.
Three swords wrapped together.
So there you go,
Bananas.
that's exactly what it is. Feel free to make your attack.
Bam.
That'll hit, roll damage.
Little hit and whack.
What?
11 points of force damage, not bad. As these 3 spitting blades just carve into the bugbear, and it yells out as blood splatters to the ground. Is that your turn?
Yep, I'm gonna end my turn here.
Okay. You watch as the goblin looks around at what's going on, and the people coming in the corner go, "You see?" And fucking legs it. And he uses a dash and bonus action to run the fuck away, out around the corner. You watch as both of the bugbears do the same thing and leg it around to this corner to the top, leaving their 2 dead comrades. One of them kind of limping, leaving a trail of blood following him. CJ, you're up.
Cool. I am going to. Which is it? I guess I'll move
Ow.
all the way here. And be like, yo, where's all the people at?
You see a trail, as you look around, you can see this very large trail of blood leading northwards.
Ah.
You can bonus action, you can dash. You use a bonus action to dash. As a rogue.
So, damn.
Do you have your,
Okay.
I think it's your cunning action, which again allows you to, you can do
dash.
a disengage, hide, or dash on a bonus action.
Oh yeah, I can, yeah.
And then
yeah, so
you can move another 30 feet. Then you
Another
and
30.
still retain your action.
So you can still shoot them.
If you can see them. So you can move to like there, for example.
yeah, okay, I'll move there.
Okay.
Can you see them?
He's just within your vision. It's kind of a little bit around the corner, so they'll have a tiny bit of cover, but you can see him.
Yeah, you can just see him. I'll shout to guys. I can see one, and then that's about it.
You
I
can
think I'll
still,
leave it there.
You've got a crossbow now.
you still have your
I guess-
action, so you can shoot the crossbow.
Oh, okay. Let's have a look.
This is what rogues do. They do everything.
They do everything. Okay.
Tactical.
Okay, I will then pull out the crossbow and pop him.
Go for it, make an attack.
Nice.
That will hit. Roll me some damage.
No sneaky attack.
No sneak attack. You fire, and you catch him in the back of the thigh, and he stumbles to the ground and skids, leaving this blood stain on the floor. It's not moving anymore. Kind of
Reminds me of the good old days.
the toes twitch. Is that you done?
Yep, that's me done.
Okay. Haleth is going to. He kind of wiles himself up, slaps himself in the face, but he goes, "Alright, I got this," and runs up. Oh.
Sorry, you're a bit slow there.
I'm dead. And he runs. Uses a dash action to get to that. Erland, now glowing with light, will run into the room. Oh. There's no one there. And he kind of he looks around, unsure of what to do. Moves up a little bit further because he's got extra movement. He looks. Follow.
They're going runners. They've got a head start.
Run fast. Are we following or not?
Has
I say
has
we
any
probably-
intellect of ours come out the head of her?
Not that you've seen.
We should probably not chase after them.
We'll just leave him.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Kill them
Probably
if they
tell
come
other
back.
people about it.
It looks like to be a door next to where this bugbear's pinged up against the wall.
All right, chase them! Chase them! Go!
Okay. And he uses his action to dash and gets a bit further. Doesn't quite catch up, but you just see this light run down the corridor. Dram!
All right, well, I'm gonna have a dasher. I got 25 movement.
Little legs.
All right, let's see. Where can I get to?
Not very far.
You enter there, you could then get to like here.
Yeah. Cool.
I like
Okay.
to get this song in. I like this song.
I can't.
I kept a couple of your songs. Ariel is going to run up, but can't quite get within range.
Does everyone else have music playing? Because I got nothing. It says nothing playing.
There's music playing.
Yeah, I got Pillars of Eternity.
It says not playing nothing
I'm in Final
currently.
Fantasy.
Okay, it's not playing the right thing for you. Now you're getting it.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 10 too.
There you go. Ari, your turn.
She'll let out a bit of a sigh. Before running up to there. I don't know if I can see that guy.
Not really, kind of cut off by the corner.
Yeah.
It's quite a steep curve to it.
Could I, if I was technically like, if I was on aerials, I can't do that because I have to end my spell.
Correct. And you do have a little bit of light from the corridor, but you are reaching the end of your dark, getting towards the edge of dark vision as well.
Could I vicious mockery him?
Make a perception check. See if you can. Because you do need to be able to see him. Let's see if you can see a bit.
Can't see him.
No.
Okay.
You can dash.
Yeah, I just want to see if I can hit them without dashing, because I can't do anything with my dash. After my dash.
Yeah.
But I'll dash up and I'll go to just above Ireland.
Okay, you can inspire. Gareth, you're up.
I had to close the browser and try a different one
Okay.
because the map crashed. Just move me up with the party, and
Okay.
if I can see an enemy, toll the dead.
Okay, you won't be able to get the vision, but I can dash you up there.
Cool.
You're clogging up the corridor. Okay, this
I
guy
should've done.
is going to. You don't see. Let's see what he does. And the bugbear is going to fucking leg it. He does a dash action as well. And disappears completely around the corner out of everyone's view. And you can just hear, you can kind of hear the as he runs down the corridor as it echoes around. CJ.
Alright, I'm going to move the 30, and then I'm gonna dash for free again, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
So it's there, and then...
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's not a problem.
And still can't see anything right now.
No, so you get around the corner and you can't. You can see the footprints in the dust. But
Yeah.
You can't see.
Fun fact, you can dash again
Can dash again if you want to.
if you want to.
Depends
You
how
can
much
do
further
that.
ahead of the path you want to be.
Just want to get like just probably around the corner, so about there, 25.
Yeah, sure, you can do that. Cool. Aleph runs up as well.
Still can't see anything.
It's a mad dash. Yeah.
Mad
I feel like
dash.
we're walking into a trap.
Probably.
Erland is going to use his. How much does he even have? I think 35.
35, I think.
30. So his shield. It's 40. So 25, then 15. You can get to just behind you, CJ.
Got that back up.
He's going to. Erland hates goblins, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yes.
He does.
He's going to dash. He's going to rage as he runs, and then he dashes around the corner. I feel bad doing this because I know what's going to happen, but I feel like he'd do it.
Oh, you totally would.
You probably would,
Not
yeah.
even like a shadow of a doubt, he'd do it.
He started the other fight, so I can imagine him.
So he ran around. He's got a bit more left with the curve. That's probably as far as he can get. Okay. Okay, so CJ, you see Erland run past you, blind fury in his eyes, and as he gets around the corner, he takes 4 arrows to the chest.
Nice.
As he's just peppered, and they kind of hit him, 2 in the shoulder, 1 in the gut, and 1 scrapes across his face. The last one pinging off the wall harmlessly. He kind of shrugs it off and roars back at it as he takes a grand total of 9 points of piercing damage from all that.
Fucking.
Wow.
Undoing
Fucking.
the healing
Doing that
damage.
heal.
What a champ.
I know, right? Dram, you're up.
Okie dokie, I'm going to dash. Cool. I'm gonna go share space with the dead guy.
Hello, little man.
It's my turn.
Okay, Ariel is going to just full on dish and get to CJ. Ceralax, what are you doing about that? Ceralax goes with her. Okay, Ari.
She's going to sigh louder after hearing the sound of...
You all hear this twang, 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 ooh.
Yeah, she's going to sigh louder, regret every decision she's made, and run up there, and she's going to cast Healing Word on
Erlen.
Ellen.
Okay.
At second level.
No, you're on the big
What
balls.
is-
Takes
What is your
Fucking rude.
word?
Takes 8 points of healing damage, almost countering the arrows. Garrett.
Can I reload my crossbow as well?
Ah, it's-
Reload.
yeah.
What is her healing word?
Idiot.
Moron.
Garrett is going to move up. 3. That's 25. 30?
Yep. You have another 30 if you want to dash.
Fuck it, I'll dash. There's 30.
You guys are tanky, aren't you?
Yep, I can take a hit.
I got it. You see around the corner now? I think
Yeah,
this is where I'm
I
going to
can see.
activate shed lighting. So,
I can see a sliver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can I actually shit?
so you can see a little bit. I'll give you a little bit. Okay,
Oh, I'm scared.
goblins.
And I am as a bonus action, I'm going to put Shield of Faith on Erland.
Okay, it gives them a +2. Right.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Goblins are going to take their round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Interesting.
Oh my.
2 of them hit. Dealing 5 points of piercing damage total. As you just Garrett, as you kind of you reach out with your hand and you cast the Shield of Faith around Erling, covering him a shimmery barrier. You watch over half a dozen arrows just most of them clanging harmlessly off the walls, but 2 of them pierce the barrier. As Erling, ooh, again, but he looks angry.
Smash him good.
And as you say, smash him good, a javelin hits him in the face. So he just turns around to you, gives you like a thumbs up, and then a javelin just cuts through his arm. It looks at it like, and that's my turn. CJ, you're up.
No, I'm up.
Feel free to get up all in their grills.
I probably should, but I don't want to go too much in their grill. Because then I'd get lit up.
Oh, sorry, I forgot one of my bugbears.
Oh no!
Misses. And he's also going to move back. Sorry, I missed the guy that was there.
Sorry, I'm measuring anyway.
That's fine. Too many buggos.
A lot of buggers.
No,
I haven't
my
really written
AoE
the
will
bullet.
work. Sucks.
Good thing Ariel's not.
Go here for now. Need to think. Am I able to reload the bolt? Or
It's fine, yeah.
yeah, it's fine.
You can shoot pretty much any of them. I think the short, the little quad bow.
Yeah, I will shoot this one.
Okay, that one may be a little bit out of your reach because there you can probably
Okay,
get like this guy or this guy.
Yeah, I'll get this one.
Okay, make your shot.
One sec, I still haven't sorted out the other monofix yet.
So,
What? Nope.
that does miss, unfortunately. As you fire the short bow, and now you get a bit closer, you can actually see that the goblins have tucked themselves behind these turned over tables. And
damn.
they've got a bit of cover.
Okay. And I knew I should have gone to the ceiling.
Fucking spider rogue.
Go there, sneak up and jump on. I'm just gonna leave it at that for now.
Okay. You watch as you hear as Haleth, excuse me, sir, excuse me, And he runs up, fists just like up in front of him, like they're weapons, because he still doesn't have a sword. And that's as far as he gets with the dash action.
Question, just before the next set of turns comes around.
Certainly.
Because my dex is higher than Ariel's, can I go before him? It only matters on this turn, which is why the only time I'm asking.
Certainly.
Oh, frick, what's that?
Erland is going to get into the fray. Erland rushes in, right into the centre of all of the gobbos, and he's between two tables, and draws out the great sword. I think.
Yeah,
Sword. Yeah.
Sword. And he's going to make 2 attacks. First one reckless against the guy on the left, and then the one against the guy on the right. Okay.
Oh, yes.
As they both hit, and he just cleaves one goblin in two, and he swings around with the sword, lops the head off the other one.
If he gets a kill, he gets an attack.
He does.
Yeah, he's got
master.
GWM.
And he's going to do exactly that with the one other gobbo in range. Hits that
Also
again.
hit.
You know.
And as a whirling dervish of blood and heads and goblins screeching, all gobbos died that day.
Damn. I thought we were trying to save the gobbos.
Apparently not. They fight
Well, we know
first.
Erland. Erland loves to kill.
Dram!
These ones shot back.
True, they shot first, to be honest.
No, we shot first.
Well, not the gobbos. The gobbos shot at us first. We shot bugbears first.
Dram.
Ah,
Yeah,
Those little legs, buddy.
Pump the arms.
I'm gonna go hide.
Everyone
under
else
the
is like
seat
running
here.
out the corridor, like, I can do it.
Okay, are you doing anything else?
And- Oh, I can actually. Oh no, because I had to dash.
With
No, I
what?
That was
can't.
your dash. Ari, you're up.
Next turn though,
Ari's gonna run forward.
if they're not all dead.
She's gonna sigh and she's like, you really should leave this to people better than you. And cast Hypnotic Pattern. In a 30-foot square around everyone, including Erland, because he's in the way.
Oh, great.
No, damn.
Can
It's
you
every creature.
use every creature, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Erland will make. Is a wisdom saving throw,
It's
correctly?
a wisdom saving throw with a DC of 15.
Erland.
Does not save.
Erland sees pretty light. How many
Oh,
gobbos?
for
are there?
fuck's sake.
1, 2, 3, 4 gobbos left. So I'll just do this from top to bottom. That's a bugbear sheet. Get away. Get out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There's a charisma.
Sorry, it's the same for them.
Is it the same for them? Okay.
Actually, what's your DC?
15.
Oh, it's -1, so they all fail.
Yay!
Yay!
Nice.
I'll give them a little purple dot.
Yeah,
I honestly thought
motherfucking.
Erland-
They take a wild guess that the bugbear's not affected.
Maybe.
I mean, I can tell it's my spell.
Yeah, I need to roll them first.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting to
sorry,
them.
I thought. Never mind. I thought it was something else.
They do have slightly higher than that, actually. So it is the first one saved. One saved, one doesn't.
They have 4 wisdom?
You have no idea what they have.
No,
No,
the
they-
Intellect Devourer has 4 wisdom.
It's 2.
Da-da-da-da.
14 wisdom is what you're looking for.
Oh.
These don't have any opponent bonuses. I'm adding their
Fine.
bonuses to them.
Fair enough. I got both of them.
The top one saves, the bottom one does not. Okay. Ariel's turn. Unless there's anything else you want to do, Ari.
Apart from cackle madly, no.
Okay. Ariel runs up.
Be careful not to hit them unless you're going to kill them.
She just holds a finger up. This finger is on fire.
No.
Uh-oh.
No, god damn.
Not Erland again.
Here comes the fireball.
I feel like this
You
is
know it.
Street
You love it.
Fighter.
Do they have disadvantage on their saving
I
throws?
would assume they're being their charm, but I don't know.
And they have
Ariel,
a speed of 0.
they are incapacitated. So they have. I think it's a case of ranged attacks have advantage, and ranged attacks have advantage, and melee attacks are auto crits. Ariel, seeing Erland is in the mix, is going to do an Eldritch Blast at the bottom bugbear instead. Because
Just as it can't take actions or reactions.
so that is 19 points of bugbear damage. Strike as twin bolts of force strike the bugbear in the chest, waking it from its stupor. It's actually it is a crit because it's advantage because it is a crit, so it's an extra 2 points. So as these 2 twin blasts strike the bugbear, knocking it almost off its feet as it rouses itself from its stupor.
Look at the woman.
All she could hit with her vision. Because she was
Ariel's a boy.
Sorry. Garrett.
Garrett is gonna go down here.
Wait, no, here. There you go. And immediately following those Eldritch Blasts, he's gonna toll the dead on the one that just got hit.
Nice. Okay, Buggo, go.
Bong!
That is a failure. So my music just stopped. Oh, there it is. 18 points of necrotic damage as you bong as the bugbear holds its head and it shakes and it drops down to the ground. It is bleeding.
And as a bonus, no, I'll hold it. I'll be fine. Bonus action. I'm just gonna move that spiritual weapon that's all the way over here.
Yeah, sure.
20 feet.
Upwards.
I'd say it moves towards you and it just starts bonking into the door.
Donk, donk.
Bonk, 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 bonk. Okay, as the bugbear drops to the ground, you do watch. I mean, out of the hole created from its ears, as a small creature pops out.
Oh, and Erlen's right next to it.
Fun.
Unable to react or save.
He's
Okay, I'm not sure why
fine.
that's not rolling. But...
He doesn't need a brain anyway.
Barely has one anyway.
Exactly.
Well,
Them little brain doggos.
I'm trying, but I can't open the sheet.
shift real quick.
I am.
I want to tame one.
I'll do it.
I'm going to try and tame one.
I don't think
my
you can
brain.
tame it into like a
What the-
burrower.
No,
What
it
if
will
it just tames you instead, man?
it will just eat your brain.
Imagine that he's off sick and he comes back to missing his brain. Sorry, my roll 20 is B. It's got a lot going on at the moment, so it's having a bit of trouble.
Bit.
Hey, I know you entrusted us with your character while you were off, but
But-
he's dead. Reroll.
Okay,
Reroll!
goblins' turns. The goblins are incapacitated. Do they get to re-roll their save? I don't think
I
they
don't
do.
think they do.
Okay, that's it.
It ends if it's affected by damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its.
Okay, and this bugbear is going to look
Just
around.
hit Erland, do it. Wake him
I will
up.
say the official rules for incapacitation only mean that they can't take actions or reactions. It doesn't say anyone gets advantage on anything.
It's because they're incapacitated.
That's yes. That the ruling for incapacitated does not mean you get advantage. I'm just saying,
If
official
you-
ruling,
If you look at paralysis for me,
paralysis is different.
I agree, but it also gives you the incapacitated condition. The
Yeah, but you
bugbear.
can be incapacitated but not paralysed.
I'm aware, but effectively they're the same. The bugbear is going to go in here.
Hooray!
Huzzah!
So that's a crit.
Oh, nice.
Sugar.
And Erlen hasn't dropped his rage, luckily.
So what's rage? Half it.
It does half
Yep.
it, so it's 26 points reduced to 13 as this morning star smacks him across the face.
Almost bounces off his peck.
Indeed.
I'd like to bounce off your back.
It's from his Zangief and the friggin' sword.
That
And
is that.
Zangief waxes.
He is
Yes, he
he's no longer stunned. CJ.
Okay. Capped. Need to run to help the people.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go
Gotta
fast.
Meow.
Will be the next Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, you will get a sneak attack against the bugbear.
What this now?
Because it is because he's got a threatening creature in space. Because Erlen's
Would-
like,
Yeah.
So
As long as one of your allies are within 5 feet.
So you can get down to there and sneak attack. Or just shoot
Sneak
it,
attack.
sneak attack at them.
Yeah,
Shoot.
melee. Range
Melee?
sneak attack. Range sneak attack.
Oh, range sneak attack. I don't
You can
know.
range sneak attack if you want.
Or melee. Dash.
I could dash. I got that free dash.
Keep in mind, everything else in the room isn't going anywhere. None
True,
of
it's
them
just
can
that.
attack you.
It's just that brain, right?
Just the brain.
so what's the plan?
Um,
Get in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I didn't mean to sound as weird as it did.
I'm going to I guess
bad.
free dash. Can I go on top of this thing or
On what thing, sorry?
the dead copper?
Yeah.
Cool. And then I'm going to swing at this dude with my rapier for that sneak attack.
Go for it. Make your attack.
So it's one
So
extra.
that is your bonus action used to dash.
Yes.
But you're still using your action to attack. So go for it. You don't have advantage, but it does hit anyway. So 19. So roll damage.
Roll damage.
So
And
10
then
points of
1d.
damage, and then I think it's 3d6 for your sneak.
3d6.
Oh.
Nice.
12 points as you do 22 points of piercing damage as you and you stab it right through the gut. You can see it pop out the other side, and you. And is that's your turn?
That is my turn.
Awesome. Okay, Halith is going to run up and punch the fuck out of a goblin.
No, my charm.
You know what you can. Have you seen what this thing can do?
I know
Revenant.
exactly what he can do.
He just punches and pummels the shit out of this poor goblin.
Get advantage on most of them.
I mean, the first, just so you
That is
know,
a dead goblin.
that did like over 3 times its health pool.
Yeah.
So you watch as this this relatively peaceful Halith just smush, smush, and just pummels this goblin into a bloody pile on the floor. It was not pretty. And that gobbo did.
I need to put him in an underground fighting ring.
You're welcome to challenge him.
No, I need to get him to do it for me.
Oh,
Get
okay,
that money.
as a champion.
Yeah,
He was in the pit.
Yeah, see?
Oh,
It's
of
Harry
course.
just moved it.
You're right, it does. Okay. I'm going to delete these dead gobbos just to get some more space on the map.
Do you need me to move or you got that?
No, it's alright. It's behind you, so I can't see it. I just deleted the gobbos
Okay.
off of the fucking initiative. They were at 12, I think.
Yes.
Sorry, because one of them was the key for the initiative, but I couldn't remember which one. There we go. Sorry, I'm just messing with my music levels. Okay, Erlen's turn. He is going to do what Erlen do.
He can't do anything.
He was hit.
He was, sorry.
So Erlen Gong Smash.
Smashy,
Recklessly,
smashy.
of course.
Smashy, smashy.
First one hits, dealing 11 points of damage to the buggo. And as he rakes the sword across it, lopping the head from its body. He's also then going to move up and he's going to make his second swing at the other gobbo, but failed, but he gets another attack because of the thing. And he's making it
Did you
again.
get it? Oh no.
And also kills the other gobbo. Just going to delete that from that. As he rages forward and splits the other goblin through the middle, bisecting it as it flops to the sides, out of the base of that severed head.
Oh, the goblin?
Out of the base
That's
of the
a
bugbear.
Oh,
The bugbear.
Gobbo head is too small.
not good enough. Subpar
That's not good enough.
brains.
Am I able to step on it?
1, 2.
2.
Thank you. Okay, Dran, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna go sit on Garrett's face.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to shoot this brain.
That one at the bottom there. Okay, make your attack.
The perfect viewing platform.
What happened to my
It's on the
character?
shoulders.
Oh, there it is.
It's got one of its tokens, that's no problem.
Should we sharpshooter it? No, we can do it. Whatever. What's the worst that could happen?
Can
That
you hit me?
Oh shit! Let's just do a safety second shot. Oh, for fuck's sake! I hate this game.
Fails.
Watch where you shoot
Just today, like what's the?
You never got this bad. Ever.
I never. I know.
I
Wait,
still,
hold on. Why does your longbow... Oh, because it's sharpshooter. Sorry.
Yeah.
I actually tweaked the RNG mod engine.
Oh no!
for
I can
Dran.
definitely feel that. I can feel it.
your
Okay.
rolls are trash.
That's the end of my turn.
The brains.
Eaten by a brain.
I've killed one guy.
So
Well, Erland, it was good to know you.
the brains are going to attack Erland.
Fucked.
So it's going to make the target succeed on intelligence saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
Oh god!
Wow.
Oh,
Get
God.
fucked.
Succeeds.
Oh my god!
He
What?
did it! He did it!
Did it.
I'm amazed.
I'm amazed.
Let's make another one because there's 2 brains.
There's 2 brains.
You couldn't
They're
kill
the
a
same.
brain.
That's a fair
They're the
one.
same initiative.
Yeah, they all have the
He
same
does them all the
initiative.
same initiative.
Oh.
Wait a second. The first one that just came out shouldn't have
The
had
second
an
one-
attack because it doesn't
The
start
second one just came out, didn't it?
until its next turn, next round. That's how it works. That's the ruling.
Nathan
That's
doesn't
the
want
rules.
to agree.
That's
He
not
doesn't
actually
wanna-
how that's supposed to work.
Dem's the rules.
He's a DM, so he gets to make
More
the
fun.
rules.
Oh,
He is
okay.
a god.
It's more fun to kill Alex's character.
You're doing
And
a
he's
lot of
not
damage.
here.
If you don't
Hey,
say it so
glad you-
sassily, I would have listened to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's exactly how you would point out when I was
So,
wrong.
Like,
Erlen
I'm
takes.
so glad.
7?
Oh, wait a sec.
He takes
What kind?
half.
It's a
Sorry,
psychic
most-
damage.
He doesn't take half damage.
I'm pretty sure he does.
No.
He's dead?
Is it psychic or?
I mean, he's bear total, so he should.
Bear
Oh, fuck
totem,
it, yeah.
it's everything but psychic.
Oh, it's a psychic
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
Rip.
Their brains cannot handle it.
Oh, you watch as the intellect of Al. You watch as this strange psionic energy strikes out at Erland, and you just watch his eyes glaze over, and he begins to dribble. As his intellect is reduced to 0.
Kills him.
Is that any
No.
different than normal Erland?
He's stunned
Oh,
until he gains at least 1 intelligence.
okay.
God damn.
Alright.
Since the big dick. Aaron will move forwards and.
I will say I'm happy to go with go for rules challenges if they're in a nice manner.
I wasn't being rude.
Sassy.
I'm always sassy.
Sassy.
And you're just
Cat-
bitter because you know I'm right. Just putting that out there. I'm going to attack
Another argument.
It's okay.
this one here.
What are you
with
gonna hit
crossbow
with?
bolt.
Make an attack. Miss! No, that's it. It's rolled down.
Sassy,
and I'm gonna
Nathan,
use my
sassy.
psychic blades again to make sure it fucking dies.
Okay. You don't have a magic crossbow, do you?
I don't.
Okay, you do some damage.
Interesting. So 6, because
They're not immune to psychic damage. I mean, mattering, but they're not immune to physical damage.
You do damage. You strike it, but your bolt doesn't impact as much as you thought it would.
okay. I like this. He's being sneaky beaky like.
Ariel, his turn, who is going to run down, and he's going to Eldritch Blast the fuck out of the brain that just got struck. Both strikes here, as the brain goes boom. Yeah, it's fucked.
It just explodes.
Brain!
Just the way I like it.
Rip brain.
Scrambled brain. He's ready for breakfast.
I mean, you can try and eat it. I wonder what I'd do. Just kind of intellect of
Probably.
our hybrid. Anyway. Garrett.
Garrett is. Can he?
I'm going to turn off this additional lighting now because I don't think you need it.
Yeah, he's gonna immediately seeing Erland in trouble. He's gonna run up and see the other brain,
Yep.
and just not fuck about and inflict wounds.
Okay, make an attack.
Okay.
That's a miss.
Fuck!
As you reach down and the brain is... If you go down to touch it to inflict wounds, you kind of recoil at its sticky, slimy horror. As you think it's looking at you, but you can't tell.
He doesn't recoil. He just doesn't like it.
Garrett is uncomfortable.
Bonus action: I will keep moving the spiritual weapon. It'll get here eventually.
You hear somewhere from nearby, bonk, bonk, bonk.
Is it just banging against that door?
Can't face through doors.
Can I get it to attack the door?
Sure. Make an attack.
Break the door down.
I'm just gonna break the door down.
Make that hits, roll damage.
Jesus
Bah!
Christ, what's the
hit
door's
for a-
AC?
what's the AC for a door?
You hear a loud crack somewhere nearby. You're unsure of what damage you've done to the door, but it appears to be hurt. The door is at least bloodied.
In one turn, you'll be almost dead.
There are no more bugbears. CJ.
It is moi.
It was me all along. Ha ha.
Yes, the Mad Mage was actually me. I'm trying to think. I guess I should kill the brain, right?
I mean, there's 2 incapacitated gobos and a brain that may actually kill your friend next round.
Yes.
The brain.
Probably should pick out the brain because
Probably the
they're.
brain.
Yeah, I'm gonna go here.
Probably the brain.
And whack
Okay.
it.
Make an attack.
Well, I say whack. I'm gonna try and spear it. Or not.
That's a miss, unfortunately.
You
He is
can attack
scared.
again?
It's a bonus action.
I think so.
Yeah, with your offhand.
Do you have an offhand attack?
Do
I have
you
an
2
offhand
weapons?
Do you have short sword or dagger?
You should have
I
something.
do. I have a short sword. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
if
can
you've got it in
offhand.
your other hand.
Yeah.
And I had the, yeah.
Yeah,
Go for it.
Yeah. I
Just
think so.
short sword.
I haven't played a rogue in a while.
Yeah, make a standard short sword attack, and I will do the modifiers. And then
Yeah, because it's just more
So
fire.
just do a standard short sword.
Just a
Yeah.
standard short sword attack, yeah.
I can do the rest.
Yeah,
That'll
that'll
hit.
hit.
Roll,
That'll
roll me
do
some
it.
damage.
Wow.
Okay, and
Plus-
you deal
Plus sneak attack.
9.
plus sneak attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
So roll me 6d6.
6.
You double
Yep.
the sneak
Crit.
attack.
Yeah.
Straight.
Damn.
So 17
Kill the brain.
5, 22 plus 4, 26.
He just misses with rapier, turns back around with the short sword and destroys it.
You
The
watch
brain kebab.
as CJ drives the rapier down. He actually misses and scrapes across the floor as the intellect devour hops up into the air to dodge the attack. As you slice over with a short sword and just cut it clean in 2, and it splats against a nearby wall. Rip.
Tasty.
Okay, now at this point, fuck it. Actually, it's
There's 2
Howard.
incapacitated
Howard,
goblins.
Howard's just rage in his eye and just beats the shit out of the goblins.
Smash.
I guess we're not saving them this time.
This time they die.
Oh, these 2.
Boom, boom. He just drops down in a monk style and punches out both sides at the same time, and both gobos just explode. It's like this very small tap, and then they explode.
Damn. Son.
Garrett, I think we should keep this guy on our team.
I know you don't like it, but...
Well, I know he plans to pass on after we solve this problem, right?
As like the fight kind
Aye.
of draws to an end, I'm just gonna go over to Erland and just like poke him.
Oh, no, let me do it.
So, as combat draws to a close, we are going to take a quick 30-second break because I so need to piss. It's not funny.
Me too.
For the record,
Break
I'm gonna
time.
point this out now. I was not being sassy.
It's fine.
There was no sass. I got punished for being
Ooh.
not sassy.
Just
Ooh. Right.
natural amounts of sass.
You were right. I'm just having a little bit of fun. You guys are not.
You almost killed Erland.
I didn't. Back in a
He
moment.
could have done. He could have done.
If you'd missed both brains with 7 attacks, sure. Back in a moment.
The world wanted it.
I'm going to mute the mic.
The Lord wanted it.
Because pig.
It is.
But I do.
I got a sock on my head.
Are you gonna back on? Keep your head nice and comfortable.
Yep.
Do you have to wear like headsets at work?
Yes, but I don't. Well, not really. We don't use the
Oh.
phone much on our team.
That's fair. So let's say, would you have to like carry a sock to work just for your head?
No, because those are different type of straps for our headset.
Oh, fair. That's right. Is it more comfortable?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
Well.
just it's tiny.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. My hair protects my head.
Yeah, I know.
My afro hair.
I don't really have that luxury.
Yeah, but I can't grow a beard, so we're even.
Okay, fair.
Acceptable.
McDonald's loses Big Mac trademark.
Oh snap!
Really?
After legal battle with Irish chain.
Oh shit!
There's
What
an
are they
Irish
gonna-
chain called Super Max that has 106 restaurants in Ireland, and they've not been able to expand beyond that because McDonald's have been saying, "Yeah, we have fucking Big Macs. You're Super Mac." And now
They've lost the Big Mac.
they've lost the Big Mac.
So what are they gonna call it?
Any
Mega
Mac.
Mac?
A Gigaback.
The
The
Mega
Royale with
Mac.
cheese.
The Mac.
Well,
The,
Royale.
the Mac Daddy.
Ooh,
Oh.
I
By the
like
way,
it.
Ollie, I can't heal Erland. I'm just poking him.
Yeah, I mean, if I heal Erland at the moment, he will get max heals.
He's not dead.
So how
Did he not
about
go
that?
down?
He's at 4
Theresa
HP.
May
he's just
losing
stunned.
glow.
I'm pretty
I mean,
sure
if
you
I
have
slap-
to remove it.
I mean,
I
if
can't remember.
I hit him,
If you knock him down.
Knock him out.
if I actually hit him, I will heal him for possibly. I will guaranteed heal him more.
That's an interesting fact, and you're right, and that amuses me.
That's.
We're just gonna punch
I mean,
him in the face or something.
I mean, am I just gonna? I'm gonna knock him on the head to say "wake up," and then he falls over, and I'm gonna heal him back up.
Maybe you can do whatever you want.
I'm poking him. Poke, poke. Does he react?
Are we back? Is everyone back?
I think so.
I think so.
Okay. You poke Erlen. Doesn't seem to react. His eyes are rolled back, and he's just slowly drooling. He's dropped the weapon. Actually, he still holds the weapon because barbarian instincts. But he's still holding the blade in his hand, but he's just not moving. He's just like.
That is rage attack us.
I mean, I'm pretty good at doing like mind things. That thing's way better than I am. What do we do with it?
I'm gonna try knocking him on the head.
Bonk.
Non-lethally.
Okay. Okay. I won't make you roll damage. Bonk. You kind of hit him on the head, back of the head, and he just falls forward and. On the
Think of
floor.
it like a reset.
Can I
Reset button.
inspect
And then
the intellect devourer and see if I know anything about it, or if I can figure out anything about it and what it's done?
I'm
Make
gonna
me
do
an Arcana
cure wounds.
check. Okay, if you want to do your cure wounds, it's maximized, isn't it?
Yeah, it's second level.
Ooh, sexy.
Didn't fucking know shit. I know.
You've never really encountered one of these creatures, unfortunately. It's weird. Just tell me what the max healing is.
11.
Is 11? For a level
Is
2?
that?
No, it's not.
No, it's not high level. Oh shit! It's 2d8. So
2d8
yeah, it's
plus wisdom.
plus 3. So yeah.
So it's
19.
Maths.
19. You place your hand upon Erlen's back as he's laying there on the floor. You can see the pool of drool is growing at an exponential rate that confuses you slightly. However, as you place your hands upon the back, the healing energy does flow into Erlen, and you see those arrow wounds seal up.
Is he still drooling?
He's still drooling. If anything, you increase the drool flow. At this point, you see that as a spiritual weapon walks around the corner.
And then it pops out of existence because it only lasts a minute. It's like, you did good.
My work here is done. I have destroyed the door.
It breaks through the door and goes, oh yeah!
That's exactly what happens. But
My spiritual weapon is the Kool-Aid man.
but you have opened the door though. But no, Erlen doesn't seem to be doing a huge amount.
Being that I'm pretty mind savvy, can I kind of do my best to figure out what's wrong?
Make me a medicine check.
Medicine? Here to hate me. Yeah.
He looks like, as you kind of look over him, and now that you've healed him and he's laid down, it looks like he's almost in a bit of a coma. You have seen this before with people who've sustained head injuries.
Well, he's probably dead, guys. If you want to leave him there, I totally understand.
Are you sure? He looks normal.
No, I'm pretty sure he's dead.
I think it's a bit too much drool to be normal right now.
The puddle is growing substantially at this point. I mean, you have to step back.
Well, don't know about you guys, but I've got nothing that can help him. I'm not carrying him.
I'm not leaving him behind.
You carry him.
If I have to.
Yeah, like, maybe that goblin place might know it.
I
Or
don't think I can carry a man.
I'd like to say I could carry him if you like.
Alright then. Make
It's
yourself
zombie
useful.
I like to think
Mate,
I
did
was
you
very
not see you
useful. And
punching
he
things
holds up his
explode?
fists, which have bits of goblin on them. I like to think that this was worthwhile, but fair enough. Never mind.
I'm going to take the light off of Erlen's chest now.
Okay,
He was the only
Erlen
one who couldn't see.
diffuses. Okay, so anyway, while you're in this room,
I'm gonna clean my weapons up. Don't want
So-
my brains splat everywhere.
you take a few minutes and you clean yourselves up. Looking around now that you kind of the din of combat has died down, and Erland is slung over Hal's shoulder. You have a look around, and you can see that this room seemed to be almost fortified in some way. You can see a number of overturned tables and broken bits of furniture that seem to form barricades in multiple directions. Most of the barricades appear to be pointed in the direction that you'd come from, as if they've been moved there rapidly. But you do also see a heavy barricade of one overturned table facing this direction of this small, hewn tunnel. Around you on the ground, you remember fighting a number of goblins there. You believe there were at least 7 or 8 of them. However, as you look around, you count one additional goblin, which seems to be a little bit older than the other ones in terms of his death. Near the entrance to that tunnel as well, you also see a strange, almost serpent-like creature that's curled up in a withered husk. It seems to have, as you kind of look down at it, you can see what appears to be almost a bird-like beak protruding from almost a tentacled mouth as it's curled up on the floor. It's not moving; it appears to have died. But that's what you can see in this room.
Can I give a look over to that skeleton thing and see if I know what it is?
Yeah, sure. If you make me a nature check. As you look over it,
Why am I doing these rolls? Like, honestly.
It's not necessarily a skeleton. It is a recently deceased creature.
Okay.
But it seems to just if you imagine like how a spider shrivels into itself as it dies, it reminds you a bit like that.
I accidentally rolled twice. It was a 12.
That's fine. You look down at this creature, and you're not really too sure what it is. The creature itself is about 3. When you imagine if it was to be stretched out, it would be at least 3 to 4 foot long. And the beak looks quite nasty, like it could develop quite a powerful bite. But you're unsure exactly what it is.
Well, it's dead. Which way, guys? Unless anyone cares about this room.
You can see multiple exits to this room. You can see hallways to both the south and the west of the same work stone that seems to make up the majority of the dungeon. Also the direction that the Kool-Aid Man came from. To your east, however, you see
the spiritual weapon.
Oh.
However, to the east, you do see what appears to be the tunnel. Sorry, the tunnel appears to be less sturdy, more of it's recently dug, or it's not an official tunnel. Is what I'm trying to tell you. Sorry, my words weren't very good there.
I don't know if I saw it, but I assume it's like the one that they ran into before that was dug out near the entrance.
Pretty sure that was the only way to get here, so you would have seen it.
I believe so. Yes.
Do you remember that tunnel that had a dead goblin in it?
Yeah, and I went through it.
Yeah.
You haven't seen that.
I haven't seen that. Okay.
Really?
Do you want another
Where
way?
is she?
There are different ways.
Oh my god. Do you guys want me to have a sneaky look into this tunnel, see what's there? I mean, I can fit quite easily, I think.
I mean, isn't there something like literally next to us, rather than going down a creepy tunnel?
I like creepy tunnels.
Okay.
There might be treasure down a creepy
They
tunnel.
lead to the fun places. We followed one here early.
I'm just saying, there's literally a room I think next to us. We ran around it.
Let's take a look at the established stonework rather than the tunnels.
I mean,
I don't
I'm like
like your
making a
tone,
genuine
Garrett.
assumption. We ran round something. I'm assuming something is in the thing that we ran round.
Get out of it with
See-
that logic.
Well, I'm gonna follow, the majority vote.
There seems to be a dead end over here.
So, Dram, as you walk down that way, it looks like the work stone gives way to some kind of digging effort.
Oh.
As if this tunnel was in the process of being constructed, but was stopped for whatever reason.
Construction's still going on, guys.
If,
It's got yellow tape across it.
If
Yeah.
it's active, maybe we should be being quiet. Who knows what? Well, I mean, we just fight a load of goblins. So
I think we just found them all.
Okay. But I'll have a look this way and assume that we ran around something and have it around.
Okay, are you following or?
Yeah.
Oh god, what's wrong with my mouse? Sorry, I'm having more problems. So, Ari, As you move forwards, to your left, you can see what appears to be another corridor or tunnel heading south. Ahead of you, you can see a smashed open door with the exact shape of a spiritual weapon in it. You're going to see another corridor heading down towards the southwest. To the north of you, you can see an open chamber. Standing at the very back of this chamber, about here, you can see what appears to be a roughly 10 to 15 foot high stone obelisk made of dark stone. You can also see, sorry.
Bless you. And again.
You can also see 2 alcoves, but to the east and west side of these rooms. And looking in them, you can see, just kind of peering around the corner, looking at them, you can see what appears to be at least a dozen small beds, small bundles of rags and sticks, and various things that you would assume probably would be beds for the goblins.
Fair enough. I'm going to head in and I'm just going to have a rummage through their shit and see if they've got anything interesting.
Okay, if you want to make me an investigation check. What are the rest of you doing? CJ, anything you're doing?
I will assist.
Okay, you both, so Garrett and Ari, you start rummaging through the, the beds. We'll come back to you in a second. CJ, is there anything you want to do? Like I said, you've got this large stone obelisk before you have a few other paths and tunnels that you could take.
So they're going like such in here, aren't they?
So yeah, you've got these 2 little alcoves to the left and right. So you've got here, the gobbo beds here, and there's also gobbo beds over here, and the obelisk stands here.
There.
Kind of in this kind of area. It's quite large. It's made of this dark stone, and as you approach it, you can see that there is also what appears to be a lidless eye that's carved into the top of it.
Ooh, lidless eye. What's down here?
Down here, from what you can see from here, you can see a tunnel, or looks like a dead end.
Looks like a dead end.
But it's kind of strange. You've got this warped stone passage that just kind of ends.
Yeah. I'm gonna check out this little dead end area.
Okay. Feel free to move in wherever you want to actually go. Or do you want to look? Go on, sorry.
Am I able to check like if there's any traps there?
Yeah, sure. Make me an investigation check.
Not my strongest point.
Probably should be.
Yeah, you're a rogue.
He's a swashbuckler. It's different.
They are different.
Yeah, he's combat rogue.
Swashbucklers are their own separate breed.
Damn.
Okay, so you have a look around the area and it seems fine. The floors seem solid. The walls seem okay. It looks fine.
Watch, he just disappears down behind a wall.
Yep, just get in. I'm gonna go. Can I check what the back of the wall is?
Okay, yeah. So as you walk forwards, you walk towards and you kind of put your hand out towards the back of the wall just to see if you can find anything for it. As you get to about 5 feet away from the wall, you feel as the stonework beneath you gives way and you tumble down. The rest of you just hear the cracking of stone as you turn quickly, and CJ drops down.
Am I able to like use my shoes to try and grab the edge?
Make me.
That's pretty true, actually.
Make me an acrobatics check.
That would be pretty cool. I'll give
Watch
you
him
that.
split. Watch him split like a wishbone as his legs stick to the sides of the tunnel.
One of them gets on, the other one doesn't. So make me an acrobatics check. Okay. As you slip down, you fall and you catch yourself slightly. As you drop down, you drop quite far actually into the pit. It's quite a deep pit. And as you're falling, you can see this huge row of spikes coming up towards you.
Oh damn!
As you drop down, you kind of try and orient yourself and put one foot out, and you manage to do get purchased and slow yourself down. But you still slide down, and you just kind of almost impale yourself on one of the spikes, but stop yourself before you take any real damage. And you take 5 points of poison damage, piercing damage, as this spear kind of jabs into your side. But you get the feeling it could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse.
Could have been a lot worse.
As you kind of hang there for a second, just pulling yourself back up, you look over and you see the withered, decaying remains of a goblin that appears to have been impaled and met a similar end.
Who rebuilt the floor?
Damn. Poor little gobbo.
Indeed. You look over it actually, and you can see something that kind of stands out to you. You see round its neck appears to be some kind of jewellery.
Ooh, sparkling.
I feel like you've earned it.
I try and grab it.
You reach out, you say easy enough to grab, and as you pull on it to try and take it off, you just kind of dislodge the gobbo head because it's kind of dry and decaying. It slops off, and you hold up this necklace, and on the end of it, you can see what appears to be a dried toe.
A what?
A dried toe.
A dried toe.
Yes, quite thick, quite stubby. Could be dwarven.
Could be. Okay. I'm gonna put it in my pocket.
Okay, you pop it out of the pocket, and you're able to walk yourself back out. So the rest of you
Yes.
watch as crack, fall, ow, walks out.
I'm busy looting goblins. I don't even look. I'm just like,
Dram, you
"Fuck
notice
idiots."
this.
Yeah, I was looking directly at him as it happened. I'm just like,
Just didn't move.
how does this happen again?
Drums
How do you
there.
keep finding all these traps, CJ?
Dram's
No.
panic instincts is shit. He just stood there and watched.
His investigation score doesn't need to be high. He finds the traps.
With his face.
It's the best way to do it.
Those spider boots won't save you again, damn it.
Okay,
Glad I
so
got them.
sorry, go on.
So I'm glad I got them. I'm just gonna try and just walk out there.
You walk out, you act cool.
Wait, nothing happened. It's fine.
It's fine. It's cool.
As he
Just bleeding lightly
bleeds.
from the spine.
Yeah, just dust my stuff off. Like it's good, man. We're good.
Ari and Garrett, as you spend a few minutes rustling through these gobbo beds, hearing the crack, ow, nothing's cool, I'm fine, from behind you, but paying it no mind. You spend a few minutes rustling through, and you do find a few assorted items. You find some strange, bone tokens and small trophies. A few goblin fetishes almost. But you also do find a little bit of gold. You find about 7 gold pieces, or the equivalent of copper and silver, nestled within the blankets and the folds. Nothing of great value, though.
So is that 7?
7 gold coins.
Cool.
Ari
I will
gives
say-
a bit of a look of disgust, and I was like, "You're welcome to the money."
I will say,
Coin is coin.
I don't generally split things down into copper, silver, and gold, because no one wants to be worrying about trying to pay for something in a pub with 10,000 copper pieces. So I just do everything in gold. It's easier.
It's
Gold!
Gold!
Once we're done looking at the bodies, I'm gonna go look at this
Well,
obelisk.
Dram, is there anything you want to be doing at this
Oh.
point, apart from watching CJ die?
I'm gonna put the gold into the bag of holding.
Okay. The bag of gold.
No, I'm just gonna go and make sure CJ's alright, you know.
Okay. He does look a little
Broken
bit
a bit.
wounded, but more of his pride.
Yeah, I'm good. It's fine.
It's okay, maybe next time you won't fall for another trap.
Hey, I checked first. I just didn't see anything.
Okay.
Find anything down there?
Nah, not really. It's all good. Just a dead, decaying goblin.
Okay.
And as you walk away, CJ, you hear a rumble of stone as that floor that you stood on rights itself and reconstructs itself in place.
Oh, cool. I knew a stamina.
And that's what I call magic.
Do you want to, Dram?
No.
Okay. How much do you weigh?
I weigh that's a good question.
How much are you carrying? What does your number say?
Well, it says down there 29.98 weight.
Okay, interesting. Good to know. Anyway, Ari, you were saying?
But I'm 18 kilograms.
I want to inspect the obelisk.
Okay.
See what's going on with that thing.
As you move up to the obelisk, you can see the bottom section of it. There's no platform or anything; just kind of rises out of the ground. The base is quite wide. It's about 6 foot wide on the base, and extends what you'd expect about 13, 14 feet high. And again, that eye kind of sits near the pinnacle of it. Around the bottom of it, about the bottom 3 feet, you can see quite clearly grubby handprints. It's made of quite a polished stone, some kind of possibly a granite. So you can see all these mucky, bloody, and possibly shitty hands that have kind of marked the bottom of it.
Does it appear to... is there just the eye? Is that all that's on this thing?
The only thing that you can see on it is this large, lidless eye that's carved into the stone.
I kick it lightly with my foot and walk away.
Okay. As
It
you
kicks
kick it,
back.
nothing happens.
Dun dun dun.
It hurts your foot a bit. It's quite hard.
So I didn't like it. It's like a little bit of
Yeah. You kick it. Doesn't seem to react. Nothing happens.
I leave it alone.
I'm gonna. I don't know. Take a look. I'm not. There's no
Nothing to
sort of
do
magical energy. I haven't got detect magic. None of us do we?
No.
Not
No,
anymore.
Not
I
anymore.
don't think so.
Not anymore.
Not
We
since
are-
our wizard ran.
Little way left.
Our magic utility is now.
My magic
Left.
utility's okay. I don't have detect magic. I did have identify and I was told off.
I
So-
do.
Cool.
I do allow casters to at least try and sense some kind of magical energy. However, divine can sense divine, arcane can sense arcane.
Okay, but what can I sense any kind of magic from it then?
Make me an arcana check. So what the way I do it
Ditto
is
for
to
me.
kind of just you try and sense almost like an energy in the air, and you get a roll against it, and you may
it's that
you
power
may
level.
get something. You both kind of have a look around it, inspect it. You don't really feel anything from it. There's no buzz that you can tell. It appears to be a stone obelisk,
Okay,
just quite impressive and mucky.
okay.
Did you say there was just a lidless eye on the obelisk? There wasn't one up here on the wall.
No, so just on the top of the obelisk. So if you imagine
Okay.
the obelisk like conceals these 4 squares,
Yep.
it kind of sits at the top of that.
How tall is it?
The obelisk is about 14 foot. The eye is about 12 to 13 foot up. So it's kind of
Okay.
if you imagine as the obelisk becomes to a pinnacle, it's as it moves towards a peak, it's near the top of that.
I have a question.
Okay.
Is there such thing as roof traps?
You
Ah.
make me a history check.
History
Are there
check.
traps that go on the ceiling?
Typically, that's where most people walk. So yes.
I know, right?
I'm sure there's some.
I mean, you've been around the block a little bit. You've not heard of any traps that are triggered from the ceiling. However, you have heard of traps that launch from the ceiling, generally triggered by below, either blades or darts or crushing ceilings.
Because I
but-
can just avoid all of it by just walking on the ceiling.
You could definitely avoid the trigger.
You could.
You can avoid the trigger, yes. However, if there was a spike ceiling, you would stand on the
Ooh.
spikes.
I'm sure you can see.
However, you'd probably see those.
So I just,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fair enough. Cool.
Okay.
Good. It's good knowledge.
Well, where do we go from here? Where have you guys been?
Where do we go now?
Just chilling down some holes, you know how it is.
I meant more in terms. Okay. South or east?
I think we should go south.
So we're down this way.
Anywhere we can explore is fine by me. Because you guys haven't been there before.
Aye.
No, I've only
Anyway.
been this.
TJ, go check the way.
Alright, I'll check on the floor.
Okay, so let's make an investigation check, please.
Wow.
You have a look around. You don't notice any traps. You don't see any again, no tripwires, no triggers, no false draws. Looks safe.
CJ's about
There.
to trigger a trap.
Still no traps. I guess we
I
just still
trust
tread
you.
by.
I say we
But-
send the Revenant down first.
I prefer not to. I'm carrying one of your friends.
Wait,
Whatever
can
that
I?
is.
I got an idea.
Aye.
Got an idea. So, if I were to stealth walk on the roof, would that work?
Go
Just,
for it.
just to scout ahead and come back.
You can do that if you want. The roof is up. The roof here is about. It's only about 10 foot high.
Time for high, yeah.
So the roof isn't that high, but you would be on the ceiling. And if you stealth and like crouch down, you're probably about like 6 foot in the air. You would be
Oh, yeah.
very, very difficult to detect for goblins.
Okay, but nothing else.
I mean, if it was a flying creature, probably not. But
Flying
you would,
creature.
you would be less likely to trigger any traps that were there.
Yes.
So if
So
you want to do that, you are welcome to do so. I'll activate shared vision.
Okay, yeah, I will do that. I'll roll for me stealth check.
Go for it.
We believe in you.
Wow.
Okay,
Not bad.
carry on. Everyone else
Right,
can see
that'll
what you
do.
see.
I'm just gonna move. Yeah, I just go a bit fast or.
Go, yeah. If you need to stop, I'll stop you.
Okay.
So as you carry on down the corridor, you can see there is a very strangely abrupt right angle that swaps you round to the left, but then continues down the corridor.
I don't know if I go back and then try and tell them and then go back, or
Nah,
I
it's
want to
up to
shout
you.
it.
They can still see you on the edge of their vision at the moment.
Okay, I will.
Wave at us.
Okay, I will wave and try and point down. There's something down there. Just point. If you can see
Does
me
he-
pointing.
Does he want us to follow?
I mean, nothing's killed him.
Maybe there's another way down there. I don't know.
You
Trying
just see
to
this. You just see CJ wave and point.
Charades in corridor.
I'll start walking down.
If you'd like to make a performance check to perform charades to do the word corridor,
Sure.
go
Let's
for it.
do it. Wow.
That's
Nice.
not bad.
He points down. He kind of does this weird like hand motion, that like square box long, and you're fuck corridor. They get it.
Oh, thumbs up.
Then I'll keep going.
Okay. Again, just keep going as much as you want. I'll stop you if I need to. Okay. As you carry on down the corridor, you can see it curves once again angularly, and there's a door at the end of it.
The door.
It's a door. Damn.
Seems
Alright,
to
I'm
be
gonna
a
head back.
standard wooden door, but you can't.
Standard
see the
wood
floor.
door.
Yep, similar to all the doors that you've come across so far.
Okay.
However, it is upside down to you.
Yes. Alright. I will then, as I see Garrett come around the corner, I will then try to charade that there's a door here.
Make me another performance check.
I think door is easier than corridor.
Depends if you're looking at it from upside down.
Yeah, we're looking.
That's why I
Hey.
find it easier.
There's a door. CJ's actually a bat.
Okay.
He's the vampire.
Clearly, all these floors are clear of traps.
You walk down, you don't trigger anything. Dram is left. Dram catches up. The rest of the party is ambling behind in a very, very
One
meaningless
of them's
place.
carrying a barbarian, so.
Yeah, they're encumbered. So you find a door.
Guess I should come down from the roof now, right?
You
You might need to check it.
Yes, I will come down from the roof by walking down the wall.
And
Back
one day
onto-
I'm hoping he does this in an enclosed space and not hits his head on something.
I'm going to listen to the door. Tell me your secret store.
What?
Make me a perception check. The door whispers sweet nothings in your ear and goes, "You hear nothing."
Thank you, door. I don't hear anything, guys.
No, you
What about
heard.
traps?
You hear nothing.
You check any for traps.
No, I did not. You can check. I like to just kick doors open. My honest.
Well, if you want to, you go for it.
The door says I'm a trap.
I'll resign a little bit and just open the door.
The door opens, and the door opens, it's a pulley. You find yourself in a familiar room, as you seem to have returned to the map and pit room.
Oh. Hello.
The
Yeah,
pit,
that's
the
where we-
pit waves.
Have you?
Oh, that's where we found that dead guy.
Oh, you've been here. Okay.
Yeah, we've been here. But
Well,
we found
clear-
Hallie.
This is where you followed us from, isn't it?
Hey,
No, you
Harry,
would be
I forgot
correct.
his name. Harry, can you show us
Hallie.
to the next level? Let's just go to the next level.
I call him Hallie.
I can show you to the next level if you would like to.
You guys think that'd be the best plan of action? I don't.
Is there nothing else here?
We seem to be going in circles.
Well, we didn't miss an entire corridor.
It's
There
true.
was a
You can
tunnel
always
to
head
the
back.
right.
Yeah.
Would you guys want to go back and have a look?
We
Well-
could go and visit the mountain course.
The romantic was in here.
Not to mention, we're currently dragging a comatose barbarian.
As
I
strangely
definitely don't
enough,
think-
as you say that, he snores slightly. He appears to be currently asleep. As Hallis kind of jiggles and he's like, "Huh? What happened?"
Ha!
Oh, welcome back. I thought you were dead.
I guess he doesn't need the intelligence.
He just looks around confused. Where are the goblins?
You killed
All of
They're all
them.
dead.
How's your brain feeling?
Fuzzy.
Same as usual then.
More fuzzy than usual.
Very astute.
He's a barbarian. They're all the same.
I resent that. Sorry, Alex says. I haven't heard it. I can't mimic Alex, unfortunately.
No. Well, I'll be honest. I'd like to look around. I'm looking for someone in particular, but I
How
don't
long's
usually
it
have you
been?
guys around.
How long's it been since you two were split?
Probably less than a day. About DM. I'm assuming I haven't been down.
I'd say just over a day.
Yeah. Only a day. I don't know where she went though.
So she'll likely either be here or the next level.
I'd assume so, unless she just booked it. But I assume something took her rather than she left. I don't know why she'd leave.
Any reason why she would be a wayward soul?
No, I mean, we went down here together. We were going to leave together. We were just looking for something.
Something.
So
What are you looking for?
There's a lot of things down here. We wanted to be powerful. You know.
We'll say treasure hunters then, eh?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Treasure
Sure.
and everything.
So, where do you want to go?
Well, strange enough, as you say that, the rest of you Garrett, you feel it first, followed swiftly by everybody else, as a breeze picks up, which is unusual.
It's a bit chilly down here.
You've not felt any kind of weather down here in the slightest. You're in a dungeon. But a windbreak, a breeze whips up that quickly, quickly builds into a full wind, and you notice on the far side of this room, near that secret door, it seems to coalesce into almost a small whirlwind of a small vortex, such that you'd find in a small cul-de-sac full of leaves. And it spins up and it whips together. Nothing does not appear to affect you too much. It just rustles the hair, braids flying everywhere. Garrett's goatee jiffles slightly.
Huh?
Before it begins to take shape. And you see a humanoid figure begin to appear.
Ari will pull her crossbow out at this point.
Yeah, weapon at the ready.
Bow out,
Let's go.
ready to shoot.
Short sword and long sword.
So I need to check something.
Or rapier.
There'll be 30 seconds.
It's gonna be Garrett's son.
That's it.
What? Paige just suddenly
Dungeons
to
yeah,
teleport.
that's what I
Yeah,
wanted to do.
but-
I decided
Smack.
to end the campaign.
Yeah, fuck this campaign, right? Let's
No,
just go.
Garrett will then be like,
Alright, son, up the top you go. Okay.
Then we gotta go back.
Okay, one thing I will say is, one of the things I did ask is everyone to have everything on their sheets, and I don't have that. So,
Do you need to double check something with me?
no, it's going to be made up on the fly. If it doesn't match what someone has, tough.
Okay.
Anyway, the wind whips up, and before you can see almost the spectral visage of an elderly human, a man. Where you see a long, dark, scraggly hair and a very neat, but a long, scraggly hair, but a neatly kept beard, wearing long, flowing robes of unknown colour, distorted by the spectral visage, kind of almost not leaning upon a staff, but holding one in one hand. Garrett, as the form coalesces, you recognise this individual. And a dark rage stares within your heart. The voice... Down, boy. The voice speaks out. Well, hello, Garrett. It's been a while. I'm glad to see you're doing well.
Aye, you slimy fucker.
Oh, no need to be like that. I thought we were friends.
Remind me, how are you, my friend?
I helped you out. You helped me out. Now your son's helping me out. Well,
Where are you?
I'm around. Well, I say your son's helping me out. It turns out he's actually about as useless and dull-brained as you are, and doesn't have the information that I seek. So you're going to find it for me.
You've got a high opinion of your persuasion.
Oh, I have all the persuasion that I need. Now, somewhere, hidden away in this dungeon, is a book. A very old book. the Codex Terranosis. You're to find it for me. And when you do, I will contact you. If you
I
don't,
fucking know.
If you don't, I will send your son to you. Piece by piece. And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out what appears to be a finger. And he puts it back in his pocket.
Garrett is just going to run forward and take a swing at him.
As you run forward and you lunge at the spectral visage of your former colleague. You swing and you strike right through the apparently ephemeral visage of this person. Now, no need to be crass. You have plenty of time. I'm not going anywhere. And even
What
if
have
you
you
know,
done to him?
Not much yet, but I think you'll find that I am quite persuasive. No?
Let me get this straight. The book for my boy.
That's the deal I offer you.
He is
And then-
unarmed
He will be ready. He will be in one piece.
and alive.
You have my word. The book for the boy, and all of our debts will be, what's the word? Paid off. And we can walk away from each other, happy and content.
Can I insight check him to see if he's bullshitting?
Go for it. Do we have a deal, young Master Garrett?
Do I wait for Sophie's signal?
You look over and, yeah, you believe this. And you kind of take a look at that finger, and it looked pretty real, even in its spectral form.
Does he seem like he's telling the truth though? That he'll actually give his son back?
He appears to be truthful.
Okay.
So, young Garrett, do we have a deal?
Well, I trust you as far as I could throw you, but I know when I'm over a barrel. What does the book look like?
I've never seen it myself. However, it is large, old, very old. You'll know it when you see it.
Helpful.
If
Is
it
there a
was-
time limit?
If it was easy to find, I would have done it myself, sir. I have time. I'll let you know if you're taking too long, but don't rush. You might miss it. And then, well, that doesn't work out for either of us, does it?
Alright then.
I
The
knew-
deal is bargained.
The pact is sealed.
The pact is sealed.
I'm glad you. I told you I was persuasive, Garrett. It's like you don't know me at all. Oh, and the rest of you, I do hope you'll help him. There may even be a little bit of something in it for you as well.
Question. You haven't seen a green-skinned woman around at all?
No.
Yeah, well, worth a try.
I got a question as well.
I hope it's the
He
same as
looks
my
at you
question.
quite annoyed. Yes, small one.
Want to hear a joke?
Okay, wait. Let me. Wait. Before you go, let me ask you. Let me ask a question first.
Oh, he holds his hand up to shush CJ. No. I do like a good joke. Please tell me. He got as the visage like wafts towards you, floating through Garrett, and he just looms over you with his dark, piercing eyes and a wicked smile.
What do you call the unfair advantage undead have in a necropolis?
What?
White privilege?
That tickled me. You will get something extra special.
Okay.
And he just reaches down and pats you on the head, and you kind of just feel the wind waft. It's almost like a breeze wafting around you. It's very unsettling. Now,
I'm very scared.
I have places to be. I have many more. I have a lot of work to do. However, I'll be waiting for your arrival. And you said you already know where I am, so I look forward to meeting you.
Wait, where are you?
I'm sure you'll find out.
Are you in the crystal place or the slime place?
Sometimes one, sometimes the other.
I hate you.
This dude can teleport.
I'll write it out for you.
Cheers.
Now, I have things to be getting on with. Jobs to do, people to kill. You know the drill.
Yeah, I get so.
I'm aware of what you do.
And he takes a mock bow, very deep mock bow, and as he does so, dissipates completely as the wind picks up once more, whips away, and then returns to steady silence.
He was funny. Who was that guy?
Well, damn, didn't even get my question.
I will say, I wouldn't have signed up with you guys if I known you had a ghost who wanted you to do things for him.
Oh, I wish he was a ghost.
That
Halifax, I don't think I was a ghost. I'm somewhat of an expert.
I've never even met that guy before.
Wait, you a ghost?
How was he?
Or you just like some zombie dude?
Garrett, do you want to explain who that was?
That is the stealer of my son, Erasmus. A dark fecking mage.
He was rather charming, to be honest.
I know, right? He liked my joke.
He'll give you all the fake smiles you like. Turn your back and you'll see a knife in it.
I'm rather liking him. So now we're looking for a book. Well, you're looking for a book.
All I know is if he gets hold of that book, only bad can come of it.
So, what are you doing then? Are you looking
So if
for
you
a
get the
book, or are
book-
you looking for him?
I'm getting him that book. My son comes first.
I like you. You have your priorities in order.
But what do we do about him after we save your son?
Who
We then
cares?
kill him, I
That's
guess,
his son.
right?
If the option presents itself, I'm gonna split his skull open with my bare hands.
I'm hoping he has a lot of gold. I wouldn't mind taking that.
Well, Garrett, I'm here to help. I'll do anything.
The contract stands. You're welcome to magic and gold.
So,
That's fine.
question. Obviously, you're down here for your son. Why are the rest of you here?
I got promised riches.
I've died down here.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you already know this, but I'm one of the greatest adventurers out there, and I'm just basically here to prove myself and, get more fame.
Interesting.
I must say, your recent display of archery does not belay that. Last session, maybe.
I mean, you've hit like one arrow.
But you've only seen
It's fine.
the
It seems
bad
to be like an
side.
off save for him.
I've got a bad day.
Right. Okay. Well, basically, what you're saying then is you're all here because of money.
Well, I am.
You're a solid lot. Well, now that we're looking for a book, where are we going?
We are combing this dungeon from end to end.
Yes, we'll
Good.
find everything that way.
Okay, let's go back up and look in that right path.
True. Might be something there. Maybe the
Off we
book.
go.
Nathan, a little teleport would be nice.
Yeah.
1 second.
Can you use your
That-
teleport powers?
Instant transmission, yeah.
Assist, DM assistance.
I'm working on it.
No, you were sending a GIF.
Jeff.
Jeff.
Jokes is good.
I was
I
trying
never
to. It's
saw
not working very well.
Right.
Yeah, you found shit.
There's 9 of you, so you find a nice square. Where would you like to go?
Back up that other corridor, the
Back
one
up
to the
to it, yeah.
east, at the top.
Okay,
This is
partial
what we call-
teleportation.
Yay.
This is what we call fast travel.
Make
Oh,
sure I
yeah,
didn't
that's
lose anyone in the way in the process.
I don't think so.
You did. I did not. I am the greatest teleporter. Okay,
Aerials.
so you take the next. You spend the next 5 or so minutes retracing your step, retracing the step, and heading back towards that broken stonework that you came across before.
Alright then, who's going first?
Try and move.
Because it's not me.
I moved the wrong person.
Well, I can go scout it out for you if you like.
Sounds like a wonderful plan. On your way. Which kind of
Alright.
gives you a bit of a push.
It's more like a kick, I guess, for his size.
I'll be right back.
So,
Sneaky, sneaky.
okay, go on. If you want to... Oh, okay, you already done it. Carry on.
We're ahead of you.
Sorry, I'm not used to the competency. Dram, if you'd like to
I'm
hold there
scared.
for me.
I'm so scared. I've activated my trap card.
You've activated my trap card.
You activated the GM trap card.
So, as you move forwards, you do see about just on the corner of the bend, you do see what appears to be another dead goblin. And also another one of these strange serpentine-like creatures. The goblin's head has been severed, whereas the strange serpentine creature appears to be riddled and peppered with at least half a dozen goblin arrows.
Fun. Like what just happened to us.
Yes. It seems to be there's some kind of ongoing fight between the goblins and these creatures.
Okay. Creepy serpent things. Got it.
Basically the same as the one we found in this room.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a feeling there might be something further in this tunnel. Can I see, like, tracks in the ground of where the serpents might be going through? Like, maybe they made this tunnel.
Sorry, make me a survival check.
Pow.
You look down, and from where you are at the moment, it's difficult to tell. There seems to be a lot of foot traffic. There seems to have been a battle around here recently, which has kind of kicked up a lot of dust and debris. And as you look around, there is almost a clinging dust in the air.
Okay.
You don't specifically see any tracks, but looking ahead, you do see. Actually, as you look ahead a bit further, you do see like almost these slithering lines in the dirt. Several of them.
Yum.
I'll let them know before I go on.
Check in.
Guys, there seems to be a bunch of maybe serpent tracks past. Well, around this corner, there's a dead zombie. Zombie? What is wrong with me?
Zombie?
A dead goblin.
Zombie!
Saying the goblin's a zombie?
So I feel like there may be more serpents maybe ahead. I'm not sure.
Well, we came in here to fight things, I'm sure, so...
Just thought I'd let you know, just in case I would get into trouble. So I don't know if you guys want to follow me at base. I don't know. Anyway, continuing.
We're not leaving a stone unturned.
Sorry, just 1 second, guys. So I was
Okay.
making some changes. There is a bestiary in this game.
Aye.
So what I'm just going through is highlighting all the ones that you have seen, including this one. So this is, ignore the name, metagame, but this is what the creature looks like.
Oh, we ran into these?
No, you didn't.
No, we had grells.
Oh, Grells, sorry.
You had
Lord
these.
Grey.
My mistake.
Wait, yes.
So
Oh, those
what
are
I've done on
creepy.
these sheets is, what I will say is, what I do with my bestiaries is I give you access to edit them. What that means is if you want to make notes about combat notes about the creatures you've encountered, I will not be doing this for you. However, if you, for example, when you fought the Intellect Devourers, you noticed that your bolt did less damage to it.
Mm-hmm.
As there are a lot, and I mean there are a lot of different creatures in this dungeon, feel free to use the notes area to to make notes of any resistances or any special abilities that you want to in there. That does not mean go away and look for stuff. Go metagame and yes, this is a werewolf. It has resistance to everything but silver. Aha. But feel free to make notes on these things. Let me give you the mimic one as well. Feel free to make notes on these things, and I'll populate it with the creatures as you come across them. Okay.
Okie dokie, Dad.
Gotcha.
It's up to you if you use it or not. But if you come across something and you go, we fought these before. It does something really weird and it like paralyzes you, but I can't remember. I won't tell you.
Like the growls. Fucking.
They had poison tentacles, didn't they?
So
Fucking knobhead. I gave Wilfred a tentacle from him.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
What a cunt.
So that's just FYI. They're all in the player handouts, creatures and monsters section.
Okie
Do carry on though, Dram. The rest of you, are you following in a sneakily fashion, or are you
Yeah,
I
I
am.
will.
clomping
I don't know
around
about the
like
rest of it.
loud mofos?
Let me do that stealth.
What?
Whoop.
Nice.
Right, use my natural 20 on that.
Ow.
Okay. The rogue being the least stealthy of all.
I know, right?
As
Okay.
per standard, though.
Alright, so Dram.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. I'm not sure what you can see.
I can see him.
Awesome. What was your stealth check? 21. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, as you kind of start to creep down the corridor slowly, in the dark ahead of you, it seems like the rough-hewn stone passage gives way once again to worked stone, like a temporary corridor. And you can see kind of almost curled up into itself, laying on the ground, one of these strange serpentine-like creatures. Doesn't seem to have noticed you, but you definitely see it there, and you can see the subtle movements of breathing, indicating it is still alive. Also, the token does not have a cross over it.
Okay.
This is a good update.
I kind of turn back. Garrett's close by. I kind of try and get his attention by waving furiously,
I'm looking.
No
and
charades.
I'm pointing around the corner, trying to say, "There's a snake."
Okay,
Making
let's make
serpent
me a
movements with my
I'm
arms.
gonna need a performance check.
Make me a performance check.
Oh god, it's
What are you saying is I should
-1.
go first for my excellent performance skills.
That's
Oh
it.
my god, yes!
He starts going.
I'm making my hands into snakes,
And he's
pointing around the
he's
corner.
Like doing
Just doing a wave
claw.
motion.
He's like beak hand with his beak motion with his hands while wiggling them back and forth.
I'm just gonna see if I interpret his.
Oh god.
You think he's trying to seduce you?
I can see Drown from here.
You understand that
I'm not
he's
a
saying,
moron.
"Snake, snake, there's a snake."
Is there a wave behind him?
It's a snake.
Is it the sea?
It's Leviathan.
Ah, run!
Like I just kind of like pull my crossbow out and like,
I'm
come
going to
on.
Ready
I'm
my
just-
bow. I've
Can I-
moved forward another space.
Can I mime back
You can if you want to.
to just drawing the bow and shooting?
So I can
Can I try and like sneak past, like squidge past Garrett, so I can get ahead of him?
You can try. So, Dram, as you move, okay, fine.
Oh fuck it!
Yes.
It does get advantage
What
on
does?
stealth.
I do get advantage on
Dram.
stuff.
Yeah, it's fine. He's got a high check. I was mainly comparing it against his current thing. I'm rolling in an uneven number of checks compared to the creatures that they are, so you don't know how many creatures there are.
This is where DM rolling comes in handy.
I don't like to keep secrets most of the time, unless it's
Keep
really,
secrets now.
unless it's really funny. No, I like to have my rolls public. Anyway, so Dram.
I don't know what to do.
You see three of these creatures. The one closer to you appears to be a bit curled up. The other two seem to be slithering around. And you can see what appears to be the remains of another goblin. They seem to be picking at it. It's mainly
Okay.
skin and bones at this point, but they're trying to pick the last morsels of flesh from it. You can see as well the tunnel does split down southwards, away from them as well.
No one else is gonna make it through, I don't think.
I want to
Well,
try and get past Garrett, but I don't
we
know
can
if
walk
I
over you, can't we?
Yes, but I
I'll
don't
allow
know if
you
any-
to
to
bypass.
be able to skip past him.
Yeah.
I'll skip past
So,
Garrett
the tunnel is like 5 foot wide. So if you both turn sideways,
and kind of shimmy,
if you do a bit of a sexy dance,
and I'll walk up next to Dram, and I'll just like kind of do a countdown with my hands and be like, 5, 4,
We're gonna shoot.
3, and then
Love it.
go for the
Can,
shot.
can I?
can you?
Can
I was
you?
gonna say, can I do a toll the dead if they're gonna shoot?
It's fucking Yasha.
Get on the same spot as me.
I think it's going to be difficult for you to all get up there. However,
True.
you
I
can
mean, I
try.
can stand on Dram, and then Garrett can stand next to me.
Yeah, I'm only 3 foot.
He's small. I can fit into the room.
It's up to you.
Let's give it a go.
I'll move here and I'll hold my Toll the Dead for the first one that gets hit.
Okay.
Garrett, as you begin to move closer, as you kind of shimmy a bit closer and try and squeeze up into the place, your breastplate slightly catches on one of the rocks,
Ugh.
making the tiniest of
Bullshit.
sounds.
Shit.
And one of the very far creature at the end just kind of looks up and looks in your direction and lets out.
I shoot.
Oh
And
shit!
that, I'd like you all to roll initiative.
No.
No surprises this time.
I will have the rest of them following up behind you.
Oh damn.
Erlen stays at the back because he has like fuck all health.
Get to add 3.
Because
Yeah,
because of the number of creatures here, I'm going to roll them individually because there's only one type of creature. For larger battles, I'll stick to individuals, but I'll swap them up depending on what's more suitable to the situation.
Okie doke.
Okie dokie.
Garrett's judgment is probably flawed at the moment, following his encounter with Erasmus.
Are you not very happy at the moment?
He's
No.
angry and makes rash decisions.
He's angry and he wants to kill something.
I mean, is he ever happy?
I don't think I've seen him smile.
No, he's not smiled.
Exactly. It's time to roll the other initiatives. It's going to be quite difficult because you're in a bit of a small space.
Hmm.
I got this. Don't worry.
It's okay. It's not like the two squishy people in front are then.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to stay near the front.
It's okay.
It's
Your
okay.
two
It's
tanky
okay.
creatures are right at the back.
I'm going to attack and then hide under Garrett.
I don't have that
Or
benefit.
behind him. Or behind him. I can get in between him and
Okay,
go past
Dran, the top of the round, as your arrows ready, you fire.
this guy. This guy right
Get your
here.
attacks.
Bitch gonna die.
Get your 3 attacks. That's a miss.
Fuck you.
What the fuck, Dram?
That's a miss.
Fuck.
Fuck!
Yo man.
You can not use sharpshooter.
Fuck
It is
you.
an option.
Does that hit?
It's
No.
advantage because he hasn't moved yet.
Oh, it's the last one with advantage.
Yeah, they all are.
Are they?
Yeah.
Anything
they
that
haven't moved yet.
hasn't moved yet.
Oh, yes. The last one does hit roll damage.
Okay, stop using sharpshooter. You have a +9 without it.
I wouldn't have hit any of them even if I did normal anyway.
This is true.
Actually, yeah.
Okay, so the 8 is for the additional, isn't it? So you deal 23 points of piercing damage as you shoot an arrow. You fire off 2 arrows that go wide in your panic. As the last one strikes true, ripping off one of the tentacles that is on the face of this creature, and it's stop stealing my dice. It's the cat. As,
Screech scared me. What can I
as
say?
the creature at you, as the pretty angry right now. CJ, you're up.
Oh, what can I do?
Wait, I'm gonna move first.
Oh, sorry, yes, you have your movement, and you move back.
There you go.
CJ, you're up. I will say,
Okay.
those at the back, if you want to move through now, you can, but it is difficult terrain because of the constraints, so you move at half speed.
So we move at half speed, yeah?
Yeah, so your movement will be 15, so you can get to say there. And then you
And
can use
then
bonus
dash.
action to move, of course.
Yeah.
But if you do use your bonus action to dash, you can't use it to offhand strike.
Fair. Okay, I get you. Okay, so I'm going to go here. Down. Bonus action to move here. Then attack with my rapier.
Okay, go for it, make your attack. That just misses.
God damn.
Just
that's
realised
it.
I have
That's my
passed
turn.
without trace and I didn't even realise.
That's fine.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do,
It's
right?
fine.
Okay, Ari. You hear from below, from the south, as another one of these creatures slithers around the corner and lunges at you with its beaked tentacles. Its tentacles, sorry.
That'll hit.
So it lunges at you and deals. It's going to hooked tentacles grab into you, dealing 11 points of pit slashing damage. As it does so, it pulls itself towards you. It slices out with its beak, for an additional
Oh,
3 points of piercing damage. As it kind of grapples onto you, takes a chunk out of your arm, and then retreats back and curls in on itself, ready to strike again. Your turn.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, just something. I'm going to use. I want to use Dissonant Whispers on it.
Okay, go for it. If you just post a spell for me, I believe it's a wisdom save.
I believe so. I'm going to cast it level 1.
Okay, it's a failure. So if you want to tell me what it does.
So the 6 points of psychic damage.
And it has to go
and
away.
Must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far away as its speed allows.
Okay. It breathes like a mild autist and slows away. If you want to, you can make a attack opportunity.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I will attack it with my dagger. One health.
That does it. Roll damage.
Can I use my psychic blades on it?
Does it require an action? If you post the ability for me.
Once per round, I think.
Yeah.
It's
At third level,
you
you
just expend my bardic inspiration.
Yeah,
once per
sure.
round.
You can use once per round, so go for it.
Ta-ta.
So, wow. That's maximum
That's
damage.
max damage.
So, as you strike at this creature,
Number of beasts.
and you point and you try and rake your dagger through its flesh, you don't pierce as far as you thought you would. However, the psychic damage takes hold as the creature screams in pain once more and then drops limp.
nice.
Fuck you.
And just kind of flops around for a moment before dropping to the ground and then seizing into itself.
Cool. That's my turn.
Okay, the next one here is going to go ahead and move towards CJ. So he's going to go again with his hooked tentacles for another attack. 19 to hit.
Cool. Yep.
That hits. So CJ, you take 7 points of slashing damage.
Can I uncanny dodge it?
You can do.
So that's half, is it?
That's right. So you take 3 points of slashing damage. As it does so, it pulls itself towards you and gnashes at you with its beak. But you manage to, with that part of that uncanny dodge, you manage to pivot out of the way, freeing yourself from its grasp as it drops back into that snake-like coiled motion, ready to strike. Garrett, you're up.
Garrett is going to move forward.
Yep. I'll allow
Just
yeah, slightly difficult terrain just to go down that little bit, but I don't think it's going to impact you too much.
yeah, and then I'm just going to stand up beside CJ, and this one's been hit, hasn't it?
Yes.
Told the edit in the face.
Go for it. It's a wisdom save.
It is.
Succeeds.
Oh, that just manages, yeah.
It's
I
wise.
haven't got anything else for it, so I'm just going to stand ready with my shield.
Okay. Ariel is going to try and move forwards. You can get to where Garrett is. Not Garrett, sorry, Dram. And can see... Can't see that great, really. Going to... gonna dash, I guess. Move there. I'm not actually sure what's on the spell list.
Fireball.
Not a huge amount. Mostly fireball.
He's got a lot of
Eldritch
spells.
Blast.
But nothing you can shoot around corners. Apart from
You
fireball.
don't have that many.
Fireball goes around corners,
I'll just have a
definitely.
look at that because I'm not sure if that.
That's a lot.
When you can't count in the packed spells.
Oh, because
Yeah.
you have the tone.
Okay, this Grick is going to move forwards. Let's go 20 feet. Okay. Garrett, you watch as this Grick moves forwards, and as it does, it slithers across the floor. It slithers up the wall, and like on the wall above the other Grick. And
Bullshit.
It's got an attack for you. So it just kind of worms its way up the wall.
Damn, it's stealing my strategy.
It's got spider boots on.
I know that. I'm going to leave it where it is because it's just easier, but it is on the wall above the
Yeah, that's
other
fine.
creature. So it's going to go ahead and make another tentacles attack against you. And you
I'm gonna
smash it away with your
bash
shield
it
as
away.
it does. And it just kind of retreats back and just kind of hugs the wall. Erland is going to move forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's done. Haleth is going to 1, 2, 3.
I think the corridor's getting a bit crowded.
4, 5, and he's gonna like watch for more creatures. The last one here is gonna go against you, CJ. The one that
Yep.
is that the right one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that one.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead. Another tentacle attack. 22 to hit
Jesus.
for 10 points of slashing damage, and another big.
Can I still uncanny dodge, or can I only do it once?
You've not had your go again, so
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
reaction.
that's fine. That's all.
I think.
you've used your
Yeah, it's
action,
one.
unfortunately.
Yeah, it's one per reaction.
And what's your AC?
That hit. It hits on 13.
Ooh, so you take another. You take a grand total of 17. You shouldn't have that low.
No, yours shouldn't be 13. Because your dex
should not.
plus your leather armour. I
So
think
you're-
you have leather armour on.
Which only makes it 14 anyway.
Only makes 14, but you should have 14 AC.
I'll edit it now. There you go. And sometimes when you do your stats, it can overwrite it a little bit. You might want to upgrade to studded at some point. You take 17 points of slashing, piercing damage as the creature grabs onto your chest and bites down hard on your nipple. And the pain
Damn.
knocks you out.
Just how I liked it.
And you are down.
I am down. You just have to use saving throws, isn't it?
You will do on your
You
turn.
will do on your turn.
Dram, you're up.
Whose legs can I get through? Can I just get through everyone's?
Because of your size, I allow you to move normally.
Awesome. Oh, jeez. I'd have to shoot past Garrett.
Shoots with his legs.
I'm gonna do that. You know, we'll shoot.
You're a good shot, right?
Just tell him to like open his legs.
Nat 1. Garrett gets an arrow in the arsehole.
If I get in that one, I'm just gonna quit.
It's that new character reroll.
Okay.
There we
That'll
go.
hit.
That's the old one we low.
Is that the one straight ahead of Garrett, yeah?
Yeah.
Can you do 12 points of piercing damage
No,
as the
I
arrow
shouldn't
sinks
have.
deep? You have another attack. That also hits roll damage. Another 7 points of piercing damage as this one strikes again, kind of grazing down the body and leaving its large gash mark in its side.
Those are the rolls I love.
Is that you done?
I moved back one, but yeah.
Okay. CJ, I need a death saving throw from you, please.
Wow.
It's a failure. So 2 more death saving throws and you do die.
Yes, this almost happened to me before. A lot of
Oh,
differently.
Ari, you're up.
That's
Okay,
worrying.
question. DM question first.
Mhm.
If I thunder wave, is that going to hit even the one on the wall? Because I don't know if it's ground only.
It's a cube.
Thunder Wave.
Okay, so it'll hit the one on the wall.
Yeah, hit everyone in front of you as well.
I can move.
Through the creatures?
Yeah,
there's
that's the deal, isn't it? I can move through people.
Through people, creatures is
Yeah,
different.
but I just stand here and then do wave in front of me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, this is my thought process.
Yeah, as long as you put it ahead of it, just make sure your hand's far enough out so
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
gonna
clip.
be so don't clip Garrett.
If you, well, I was
or-
going to say, don't clip CJ's foot
Yeah,
because his foot will go with it.
that's fine. I'm just gonna fuck it to all caution and just do a thunder wave.
Okay, it's a con save, I believe.
I believe it is.
Okay, make your attack. What level are you casting it at?
Second level.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to give the one on the wall disadvantage.
Oh, sorry, that roll from the damage is fucking awful.
Wow.
It's not
2
great.
1s and 2 2s.
Yep. Yep.
It's fine. They get pushed back, don't they?
They all get pushed back.
No, so you're on a 4 and 2 1s.
Yeah.
2 2s. So they only if they fail the save.
Yeah, so all
The one on the wall was the last one. I'm going to give him disadvantage because he's on the wall. So
okay,
they,
so 2 they get pushed back.
2 of them fail.
Ah.
So they both take 8 points of thunder damage. And this one is knocked back 10 feet, and this one I'm going to put it back to here. And it goes a bit further actually because of that. The other one still takes 4 points of thunder damage, but is not knocked
And
back.
I'm going to move forward so I'm not standing on CJ.
Okay.
I don't get. There's no opportunity attacks on that, is there?
No, it's when the creature moves away on its own.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy is looking pretty beat up. He's going to lunge at you, Garrett. 18 to hit.
It meets my AC.
So it's a hit, so you take 9 points of slashing damage. It reels you in for a big strike. which also hits, dealing an additional 8 points of piercing damage.
That's fine. I can take a beating.
Okay, your turn.
Seeing all of these hits being doled out and the wounds, Garrett is going to look around and, using his last 3rd level spell slot, he's going to do a mass healing word for everyone.
Sounds good. If you would like to roll that for me, please.
Rise, you feckers.
And max heal on
So
what's his
7.
face? CJ.
7 on CJ.
So
7 on
CJ, you
CJ.
take 7 points of healing damage. Erland takes 7 points of healing damage, and Garrett, you take 7 points of healing damage. Everyone else is at full health.
I'm not.
Oh, you're not? That's right. I
I
can't.
thought
See.
they take max damage if they're down.
Oh, if they're down.
Yeah,
so you
only
take
if they're
6. CJ takes 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you said Erlen takes 7. He just.
Sorry, I
Only
admit
takes
it.
6.
I was wrong.
Erlen's not down.
Erland's
Again.
fine.
But I get
And
6.
then I'll toll the dead on the one in the front of me. Because that was a bonus action.
It is. Wisdom saving throw.
Bah!
Succeed.
Fuck!
I'm rolling really well. These guys have only got like a +4 to hit, just so you know.
Nobby.
Okay, Ariel is
terrible
going
today.
to move forwards and this fucking guy. He is going to cast. I do need to look at his spell list actually, but he's going to cast not Burning Hands. He can cast Fireball right at the back.
That's a smart plan.
Also, I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
How about now, you crazy dog?
Rather not.
Ugh, good.
Okay. I'll roll for Erland and
I don't feel good about this.
Ariel.
Of the people with the highest con in the entire group, rolled the worst, hands down.
Okay. Garrett, Dram, Erland, and Ariel.
Fuck.
As Ari stems forward to ignite the thunder wave, letting off a cacophonous boom in this very small enclosed space, you're all deafened for 1 minute.
Hey,
You're welcome.
what was that?
Mop. Mop.
Mop,
As,
mop, mop.
as Ariel kicks off the fireball, which deafens you further. Tinnitus
Oh,
is
this damn
definitely a
tinnitus.
problem. However, I need to roll 2 dex saves. 2 dex saves.
Danger zone.
Lana!
And they fail.
Oh, yes.
They both turn to dust and ash.
Dosh.
Fucking dash.
Shush.
However, I
Gosh.
have no idea how many spell slots Ariel has because he doesn't track it on his sheet.
He's a warlock, so not many.
Yeah. I think he's probably out.
I think he's out, or he
what
was
is he?
already out.
I don't think he was
You're
already
out
out. I
of
think
here.
he just doesn't track them properly.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to say he's out.
he's out now, yeah, because he had 2,
Yeah, and he used
and
2
he
fireballs.
used fireball last time, and now he's used it again.
Okay, Erland is going to move forward, kind of stepping over CJ, stepping around Ari, and he's just going to take that sword out. He's going to take his big weapon out,
Oh, this is the bit I love.
and shing! The creature falls in half.
Yay! Da, 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 da. I mean, what?
Da-da-da-da.
I can't hear the music.
Okay,
It's fine.
so the din of combat fades once more as the adrenaline leaves your system. Several of you feel a painful ringing in your ears, and for effect, the music has stopped as well. You feel painful ringing in your ears as half of you can't hear anything.
Oh.
Ari will like give her ear a bit of a rub. But is there anything? Is this just a normal corridor? Just
So
Do you think there's any more?
you hear as Dram's voice echoes throughout the corridor.
sorry, I'm pretty sure everyone's already heard us.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the fireball would have probably notified
The
them.
thunder wave probably did it.
Yeah, the thunder
All
wave.
that.
Let everyone know we're here.
The bonging sound of the toll the dead. The
Bong.
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 Yeah, we're not quiet.
Well, we can't even hear that right now.
We're not quite.
So you look around, and this area does appear to be more worked. It is not worked stone as the rest of the corridors have been, but it is more worked.
Okay.
It is wider than the surrounding area, but dust and debris, and now blood, litters the floor. Most of it CJ's. But it does appear to be a pretty standard corridor.
Okay.
I feel like I've lost a lot of blood in this campaign.
You do keep like walking
Getting
into
hit.
things.
By everything.
Absolutely everything.
Not everything.
Almost everything that can damage us has damaged you.
Pretty much.
I've not been hit by a Grell yet.
Good.
Sweet mercies.
I'll take what I can get.
Ari, as you look down at the charred husks of these creatures, you're like, it's a grick! That's what these are.
Oh, I'm glad I knew. Do
What?
I know anything about them? About anything in particularly interesting, or why they might be here, or what they do?
Am I still knocked out?
No, you're back up, you got healed.
You were healed.
No, I healed you, didn't I?
You know nothing about them, but they're called gricks.
Woo! Gricks.
Because you failed your check earlier.
Yeah.
But it stops me calling them those weird serpentine creatures.
I'll give one a bit of a kick, and then...
As you do, it bites you. No, it doesn't.
And then look back to the others and be like, okay, doesn't appear to be any books here. Where next?
So you
Keep
can
following
see
the
that
corridor.
there is the tunnel heads forwards, and from where you are, you can also see that it seems to return to a very rough and jagged tunnel, and the south you have a narrower tunnel where Haleth is currently guarding.
So, assuming these things... I mean, did things make the tunnel, or did the goblins make the tunnel?
Seems like they probably made the tunnel from the looks of it.
Bored through the wall.
Can
Yeah.
I, like, look at the tunnel and see if it looks like it was made by, like, tools, or by, like, worms?
Make me an investigation check.
Can we hear again now?
I will assist.
By now, yes, you're hearing from that.
Sure.
The area you are currently standing in does appear to be worked to some degree.
Right.
And the floor indicates it as well. With that check, you would guess that this may have been part of an old passage that may have collapsed
Right.
and that was redug by something.
So, like, but what I'm asking about specifically is the actual, like, dug out bit.
The dugout bits, they look
it- Like, is it, like, tool worked or teeth worked?
they look tool worked,
Okay.
as in someone dug in here.
Well, it looks like goblins probably did the work. I would assume goblins.
Damn gobos.
Do we keep following this dugout path,
Yeah.
or...?
Yeah, well, let's see what's down here.
Further point, two of our compatriots don't look so good.
What are you
Yeah,
on
no.
about? I'm totally
We
fine.
might want to find a place to rest.
Yeah.
CJ, you're fucked.
Damn, I'm fine. This is just what happens normally.
I can see your liver hanging out.
I'm gonna peek around this
stuff it
corner.
back
Slurp.
Stram, as you move forward, you can see it recedes back to the less workstone, and another narrow tunnel continues and then curves round to the right.
Alright, so we have tunnels that go both ways.
How about this? There's a pretty close-up area here, with there's only two ways
Yes.
Two
Yep.
ways in, two ways
in.
out.
Rest here, the people who are feeling a little bit more put
I'd
together
say
than the rest of us.
that's probably a good shout.
Keep an eye out, the rest of us have a bit of a nap.
We
Yeah,
can do that.
I can keep an eye out.
What about the
I'll watch this alleyway.
area that was fortified by the goblins?
We could go back there. There's more ways in there, is my thought process. There's like 3-4 different ways into that room.
I would say hunker down in the bedding area.
That's a good idea. That's what
Near
it's
the
there for.
obelisk,
Near the obelisk.
Back to the wall.
Everyone,
Good idea.
mount up.
I'll move you.
We're waiting for the DM teleport.
Time to fast travel.
And we're back.
And
The
you stand
ambulance
again
fly.
in front of the foreboding obelisk with that little's eye.
So which
Right.
way to the sleeping
This
quarters?
is the
We
sleeping
are
quarters.
stood
Right.
in it.
Literally in it.
So
Hey.
the left and right alcoves of this area, those are the gobbo beds. They're not the
Oh,
nicest
sick.
things in the world, But
I
the
jumped
best
in a
is
gobbo's bed.
You may
get
have jumped in
sliced.
something that you didn't want to.
I'm gonna get out of this bed.
Alright.
You are stuck to the bed.
I'm
Get
grossed
sliced.
out.
So,
Alright, I don't know
I
about you
vomit.
guys, but I'm having a bit of a break.
All right, I'll keep a watch. I don't need to
Hello.
rest.
I will use my Song of Rest as well, while we're having, assuming we're having a short rest.
I
I'm
would assume,
assuming
yeah.
that's what's happening.
it sounded to
Sure.
me like you're having a short rest. So, if you'd like to roll me a d6.
My D6.
So, all of you can roll now hit die as many as you want.
Fuck's sake.
You may add an
Nice.
additional 1 point of healing. I will roll for Erland.
I mean, what, one additional hit die or one
Sorry,
plus one?
One.
Yeah, so you
Just
should
plus
have.
You get
one
extra,
total.
You just get extra 1 HP.
Oh, okay.
Because my Song of Rest was bullshit.
Oh, I have 5 hit die. Let's go.
For Alex,
But I'll be playing the flute while you're all.
I want to play Flute Storm now.
And I get my Bardic Inspiration back. Yay!
I'll put the standby music.
I'm gonna give everyone a heads up. I intend to use my Bardic Inspiration for nothing but Psychic Blades.
Yeah, I gathered that.
I like it.
Wait, alright.
Tully used his bardic inspiration for one thing only, and that was to put that mantle on.
That
I've
extra
also
one
been
hit point put me back to full
looking
HP.
Hey, I'm here to help.
been looking into another spell which I have that I put on, which I didn't take the one thing I should have taken Hunter's Mark, but I took rope trick.
Rope
I
twig.
I can't say it. Rope
Rope
trick.
No, you got rope trick as a
Yeah.
as a gloom
I've
storm.
also
Oh,
got
you've Gloom
Disguise
Storm to
Self.
take it from.
And I've got passive out trays. It's all good.
Yeah, you
You
have
can,
your
You can enter an extra dimensional space.
yeah. Just hang about in there for
I
like
can literally
an hour.
just set it up, go in there. Yeah, I can go in it in a fight and just hide in there.
I mean, you have to climb an 80-foot rope first.
Yeah, but I could set it up before, climb it in. Good.
Shoot arrows out of the space.
Yeah, set a bomb. Just
Okay.
confetti parties.
So while those of current not 100%edness are resting, the rest of you, which is mainly the likes of Garrett, Dram, Garrett and Dram really at this
Yeah,
point.
pretty much.
Is there anything that you'd like to do?
Garrett was resting
Oh,
because
Garrett
he's
is resting. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he-
just me. It's just me.
Haleth
I'd
pretty
spend-
put together.
Haleth regenerates. Haleth cannot die. Haleth is basically what you should
He's
be
a-
using. You should just send him in first and wait for the pieces. However, you don't get any loot or XP.
He's
for that.
literally like fucking a god tier monster just hanging around with us.
Yeah. So, Dram, is there anything you want to do in the meantime?
I'm just gonna look at this obelisk and just chill.
You're gonna look at it.
Yeah, I'm
It
just
looks at
looking
you.
it. I'm scared. I stopped looking.
He's got an eye on the top of it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Dram, shoot the
Yeah.
eye. See what happens.
Okay, I shoot the eye.
You aim and ping it. The arrow strikes it in the center of the eye and pings off. And there is no mark that you'd ever touched it.
Nothing happened, Garrett.
Should have been a scratch
I
or
cast a
something, right?
message on the eye.
What do you say to the eye?
Are you magical?
The eye says nothing.
No.
no, it says nothing.
I tried.
That's
guys.
interesting.
It just goes.
Nothing.
I tried. I think it's just a bit of stone.
Fair. That is all.
Well, we had a nice rest.
All right, all done.
Yeah.
Alright, let's kill some worms.
Grix, Garrett. Grix.
No, there was.
Rats.
Grats.
Sorry, was that not PC?
Indeed. They used to be called
Crit.
worms, and they formed a union.
They've unionized.
That's it. No, they unionized. It's different. They're chemists now. Am I missing somebody?
I think they went under someone.
No.
Oh, maybe put them into something. Whatever. There you go.
Aleph.
Da-da-da-da.
And we're back.
DM used fly.
Zoom, actually. Playing Dragon Quest.
Zoom.
I can't do the zoom.
Mate,
sound.
it's all about Fable.
So, you have two corridors ahead of you. South and east. What would you like to do?
explore one of them.
Which one should we explore, folks?
Do we go after where the goblins went? Or do we go after random corridor number 2?
Do we actually know which way the goblins went?
Well, they dug that tunnel.
They dug.
The one
Well,
to the south.
They might have dug the other one as well.
We've seen a lot of dead goblin bodies, so maybe just follow the dead bodies.
I mean,
Either
yeah,
that,
that's-
or this is where they hunt. They feed on them when they pull them in.
Maybe.
Oh.
Really?
Maybe we'll find more. We should kill more.
Let's just go through the south then. Let's continue our
Continue down.
scout. I'll continue the scout.
You first.
I'm Scouty boy, stealthy Scouty boy.
Okay, if you'd all like me, if you all just want to roll, run me
Nice.
your stealth checks.
Dragon gets advantage.
That one.
I do indeed,
I will move the others when required.
because of my cloak of awesomeness.
Sorry, minstrel. Shall I go in front of you? Shield wall.
Maybe. And I'm more than just a minstrel.
Aye.
She's an M&M.
Minstrels are far superior to M&Ms.
They are. You're a skittle.
Better.
She's a magic
I
star.
mean, what type of skittle?
Orange.
Oh no, purple.
Alright.
I mean, like tropical, sour, regular. It's like
Oh, sour.
Don't complicate me
Sour
with your
one's
young
good.
people flavours.
The
Dram.
big spicy ones.
Anyway, Dram.
Yes.
As you move forwards through the hewn corridor, you find the tunnel opening up into a large worked stone room that spans about 50 foot by 40 foot, and it is almost in a strange cut-out corner shape. You can see that all across the floor there are bits of dust and debris. This is not a well-kept and well-cleaned corridor. As you look to your right, you see an enormous grick. Would easily be at least 12 to 15 foot in length. It's currently curled up on the southernmost portion of the wall, kind of curled into itself, and currently appears to not be. It does not appear to move.
Well, I do have
As-
amazing
So,
stuff.
let me just roll something.
Without the pass without trace, right?
Okay. As you kind of have a look around, it doesn't react to you in the slightest.
Goddamn right.
However, you
crit that ball.
can't see its head. It's kind of curled up
You
inside.
just see it. Alright. I put my hand up to Garrett. I do the worm symbol again, and I do a much bigger hand gesture.
Big waves ahead.
it's
Fucking
2 hands.
huge.
And you
Choppy
know what?
waves.
Just for a laugh. Oh fuck.
There's a massive penis around the corner.
Cool. I'm going to just call him over. I'm beckoning him with my hand.
I will tiptoe over.
Oh, he's gonna hit something, isn't he?
You can't really that space on you. Yeah, it's difficult.
It's difficult on this particular section.
I'll move out. I'll move out.
I'll alt move. I'll sit in that little gap. That's fine.
Okay. There's a big fucking thing over there.
Aye.
Huge.
Is it awake?
It hasn't. Just... What do I do?
What's the rest of the room like?
Big, empty.
Doorways.
None that I can see.
Dram, sorry, make me a perception check.
Okay, Dad.
Thank you, my son. As he says that, you have another scan of the room quickly, and what you do notice is the ceiling is about. The ceiling here is quite low compared to the rest of the room. It's about 20 foot high, and you can see above
Still
where,
high for me.
above where the Grick is currently residing. There appears to be attached to the ceiling a throne. In that throne sits a mummified body. On the ceiling, at the feet of the mummy, rests a large great axe. as if stuck to the ceiling.
Okay.
I feel like I know what this is a job for.
We need to send CJ up onto the ceiling.
CJ, find what's trapping that throne.
There is. I whisper to Garrett and let him know that there's a fucking throne on the fucking ceiling where they.
I'm gonna gesture to Arya to come closer.
Oh, he's gonna fucking fail this somehow. CJ's gonna fucking.
Might be closer. Okay.
Everyone come close.
I'm gonna whisper to Arya.
There's a harking crone on the peeling. Pass it along.
I don't know, go back to just like, there's a hacking pony on the trailing? I don't know what he said.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
A hacking what?
It said something about a pony. I'm very confused.
I don't know what to do. I'm so sorry.
You have to call it. I love ponies.
Garrett just idly fingers his ear because he's still a bit deaf.
Oh god.
There's gold.
I don't know what to do. I could
What's
go
the
into the room a tiny bit.
Shoot
Um,
it.
It's normally money, isn't it? This is like me monologuing like pony's normally money.
I'm going to
But what's the
Shoot
peach?
it.
Garrett
I'm going
is
to
sort of
move.
looking around the corner and sort of wondering what's taking CJ so long.
Dran.
Yep.
As you walk into the room more, you watch
Oh.
as the Grick moves. And you see its head rise up from its coiled body.
Please
It
don't
looks
scream. I'm already
right at
got
you.
tinnitus. I got tinnitus.
For
Looks
fuck's
right
sake.
at you,
I got tinnitus.
and then curls back up to itself.
Oh.
Doesn't seem interested in you.
Oh.
Alright, I'll be
Um,
like,
Garrett, come in slowly. It doesn't seem to.
I'm gonna move in low and
It
slow.
looked directly at me. It doesn't seem to mind.
They're like creeping afterwards.
and I'm just gonna follow because I'm like,
I'm
Who-
doing the step walk that Chris Pratt did in the Jurassic Park film.
Okay. As you enter the room,
Hand
you
up.
look over now at this enormous Grick. It's kind of like resting on one of its coils, like just watching you. The tentacles
It's a mama
kind of,
Grick.
they just kind of lay down. It doesn't, and it's almost like just keeping one eye on you as it's resting.
Can I just like kind of try and just like take like one step to, well, not threatening, but just like take a step towards it and see what
Sure.
it does?
You take a step towards it, doesn't seem to react.
It doesn't seem to wind up
Uh,
hurt.
You do notice as you
Alright,
step
be
forward,
careful
though,
of the.
there are a handful of weapons smattered around the base of the brick
Okay.
that look of goblin make.
So none of them seem particularly powerful or...
Oh, no. They're more discarded and damaged weapons.
Right.
And a few
CJ.
blood stains on the floor.
There's a throne on the ceiling. Go have a look.
there's a throne on the ceiling.
So you see,
Yeah.
as you look up, you can see this large, high-backed stone throne attached to the ceiling.
How close is that to the Grick?
right above it, isn't it?
The ceiling's about 30 foot up. The throne is about 8 foot down, and the Grick probably sits on it as it's coiled up about 6 foot tall. So do the math.
I think you should
16
sit.
feet.
So I think you've got roughly 40 feet between you and the Grick.
Just do not sit in it.
I think you should go sit in the throne. I'm just...
What's next?
What? Surely lightning couldn't strike twice.
Yeah, you never know until you try, right?
Again, I'm just gonna try and take another just step towards the Grick. Just like
Can-
to see what it does.
As you step forwards a little bit, the tentacles do flex.
So it looks like it's like doesn't like me getting close.
Back off! Back off!
Does not seem
Back up.
pleased.
I don't think we should go near it
It
unless
doesn't-
we want to fight it.
It doesn't seem too aggressive.
Just doesn't seem to be pleased.
Just
So
doesn't.
you want me to
does-
get the throne?
it doesn't want none of your shit.
Yeah.
So you want me to get the throne?
Well, just go
I mean,
check it out. There
we could
seems
try
to be a
feeding
great
it.
axe up there
You
with a
see-
mummy.
See, as
How
you said,
about-
you can see a great axe that is resting at the foot of the throne, which appears to almost just be stuck to the ceiling. And again, there is a mummified corpse sitting in the throne, upside down. So
Not
the
moving.
throne is upside down.
Okay, I will.
Can I do my Eyes of the Grave?
Sure. 60 feet, isn't it?
Yeah.
You cast your eyes of the grave, and the rest of you look over at Garrett. His guys cast over this weird grey translucence, and you look up, and the corpse appears to be actually dead. You do get a twinge from behind you as you're like, that's Haleth. But you're like, hello.
CJ, go up
I'm
there and have a look.
CJ,
Yeah.
I think you should be fine with matey boy in the throne.
Okay.
Could we try feeding the Grick? He's probably been
Do
eating
we have any
goblins,
food?
but-
How about
I don't have
CJ goes on the roof? As if the thing makes a move, we all pile in with an extra shot.
Or I can. Okay, I'll go up. I'll go onto the roof.
I'll,
Okay,
like, move
you
around
walk
just
up
over here.
You
Load,
walk up
like-
the ceiling. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
ready
walk
to
up the
be quiet.
wall.
Like if like us and Ariel and
Yeah,
I'll
everyone
move-
kind of like get in the room and.
This
Um,
group that seems to be concerned almost that there's like 8 of you have now piled into the room. Well, 7 of you
Yeah.
have but
Just.
we're all hanging back. We're all.
So I'm
So-
gonna be. I don't know how you class it. I'm gonna be like low bearing, but on the roof.
that's fine. So, well, as you walk up as you walk up the wall, you go about halfway up before you notice something strange.
Oof.
You feel a jolt in your stomach as you take a step forwards. As previously, as you've been walking up, you'd been kind of pulling against a downward force on your back. As you walk up, the force flips, and you almost feel like you're about to fall forwards. And you right yourself again as you kind of
Okay.
stand on the upper half of this ceiling of the
How
room.
far-
And
How far up was he when that took effect?
about 15 feet, about halfway.
Okay, I could jump that.
And you've
Throw me.
and yeah, you kind of like hold your hand out and hold your hair falls forwards ahead of you towards the ceiling.
Also, it's like normal.
So it's you find yourself in a reverse gravity zone.
Yeah. So everyone looks upside down to me now.
Oh well, it's more of a case of you're still on the wall at this point, but gravity is swapped from
gravity.
one side to the other.
Damn. So I'm just going to try and gesture. I guess they can see my hair, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, they
we
can see
I'm just
you.
gonna gesture, point at my hair. Just point. Do I need to do performance?
It's fine. You
Okay.
most of the party gets it.
I agree, his hair does look magnificent.
You're still attached to the
Handsome,
wall though.
man.
You can return to you can walk to the ceiling if you wish it.
Okay. So, shall I keep going?
Yeah. Go sit in that throne.
Can I hold a Toll the Dead for if the Grick makes an attack move?
Sure, because it's a cantrip, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so CJ, as you begin to walk up, and you continue walking up until you get to the crease, and you step onto the ceiling, and you feel like you feel like you're stood on the floor, as you normally would do. Your boots hold you in place, but it's different, and it feels normal. And the rest of the world is upside down to you.
Just like, guess I'll keep going towards the throne,
Okay.
but slowly.
Okay, you begin to walk towards the throne. You notice the Grick. It's kind of got an eye on you. It's kind of keeping one eye on the pie, one eye on you, but it hasn't made any threatening moves.
Shoot it.
It's not doing anything.
It's not doing anything. It's probably when I get near the throne, right?
It's big
Yeah,
and
just
ugly.
Hold your fire until it makes the first move.
I don't know if it's gonna
Where is
like me
the roots of,
readying
like,
an arrow,
Here
but
or
yeah.
above him.
Just you could have an arrow knocked.
I'm not sure I would like that.
Yeah, I don't think if I pull an arrow, I think it's gonna attack us.
All right.
Going to touch my bow.
So is it like here?
It's so it's up directly above the Grick.
Okay, I will.
He's
I'm gonna
getting
go around the edge, but
Okay, smart move.
SMART.
try and get to. I'm gonna go to the throne.
Okay, so you move over to the throne. Let me drop you behind the Grick on my screen. The Grick is kind of an eye on you, but hasn't made any threatening moves. However, Garrett and Dram, you both do notice that it seems to be a bit more agitated than it was. Its eyes are kind of very quickly dropping between CJ and you and the large party that's gathered before it.
Would I notice as well?
No.
I ready my bow then.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
As
really?
you reach for your
He's
bow
going to kill me off.
and you pull it
Trying to kill
over,
CJ.
and the Grick
I'm just grabbing an arrow and putting it
looks
in my
at
bow.
you, and it looks at CJ, and it goes to strike. I need you all to roll initiative.
I'm so sorry.
God
You know
damn
when
it.
I said, why don't you try feeding it?
I don't have any food to feed it.
Everyone has food.
I got scared
We have
because it was looking
rations.
agitated.
We have pocket bacon.
Wait, does someone actually have pocket bacon?
We don't
No.
have rations.
Look at
which
that.
usually
I
dry
still
meat.
get a
I
higher
had,
roll.
I
than
had
the-
tea bags.
So I'm on 19.
CJ, you're so
Uh,
bad. No way, we'll take it out.
Does my
I think if we piss it off enough, it will come to us.
does my Toll the Dead pop off because it's going for us?
It was a little bit long.
Ah.
Actually, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Okay. Huzzah.
Boom.
I mean,
Scare
it's
the fuck out of
it's
them.
going to be the minimal die.
It's a wisdom
The
saving
bomb.
throw for it, isn't it?
Is that-
Damn.
Yeah, no. If an arrow had been shot at it,
It's a whiz save. Does fail. Takes 9 points.
double damn.
It's even
Double
worse when it fails and you're like, I could have done so much.
Okay, you do 9 points of necrotic damage. The creature roars out at you.
I'm going to yell at it.
Hey, over here!
Right, Dram, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my first shot as a sharpshooter.
Go for it. That's a miss.
Advantage because he hasn't moved.
That hits. Okay, you deal
Okay.
some damage.
All right. Normal shot.
That hits. You do some damage.
And then we're gonna just sharpshoot it with get
That
lucky.
hits. You deal some more damage. So you
And
watch as
that's
the
what I like to
arrows
talk
they stick into the Grick's hide, but don't pierce very well.
Over here, you ugly bitch.
Get
Right.
away from him, you bitch!
Is that you done?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm now scared.
Alright, so the creature, as you strike it with these arrows, it looks straight at you and it's going to make a charge. It barrels, it uncurls itself, and it's large. It's large, almost 12 to 15 foot form as it reaches over to you, and it lunges down. First, as it gets to you, it spins around and swipes out at you with its tail, and misses. As you deftly dodge out the way, it brings down its attack with its tentacles.
Ah!
Oh
And you
shit!
take 22 points of slashing damage as its hooked tentacles wrap around your entire body and pull you towards its waiting beak.
Oh! Oh no, I'm gonna die!
As you take an additional 10 points of piercing damage as it digs right into your lower torso, ripping a chunk out
Cocked your damn bow.
and spitting you down to the ground.
I mean, it's kind of your fault, John.
It's fault, yeah.
I got worried.
CJ, you're up.
Are you down?
Can I
that's some
still
hope.
investigate the throne?
Sure.
Because it might be able to wait to stop it.
That's amazing.
There might be a way to stop it that way.
It's up to you. If you want to,
Do it.
it will take an
Fucking
action.
do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Make me
Takes
an
an action, yeah.
investigation check.
Okay.
This is where something else gets spawned from him touching the throne.
Oh,
Probably.
Ireland.
So who knows?
We're all gonna
Sorry.
die.
No, I failed miserably.
Aww.
Good job.
It's okay. I do have another plan. I'll do that later.
Okay.
It's just a throne, right?
That's the great axe as it gets possessed.
So,
Oh,
as
snap.
you look over the throne, you're kind of in a panic, and there's a mummified corpse on the throne. Okay, Erland's turn. Erland will do his ragey rage. And he moves in to attack, and he's going to go make his 2 strikes, which both hit. Oops.
Oh snap.
Dealing a large amount of slashing damage as what I'm saying, as the sword bites down. As it does so, the creature cries out in pain. As it cries out, you hear a cracking sound nearby. As Ari, you watch as a weak, fragile stone door is busted down, and 2 additional smaller bricks burrows through the wall and come after you.
Hooray!
I knew there was something suspicious about that lighting. I mean, what?
Well done.
There's 2 additional Gricks join the fray. They'll go on the same initiative. Garrett, you're up.
Garrett is going to look at this this big bastard, and he is going to mark him for death.
Ooh.
He is doing Path to the Grave.
You.
Oh.
Oh,
Nice.
so it does double damage. Nice.
Have you still got the Psychic Blades left?
I got all mine back at level 5.
Ari, you're up.
Fire away.
Ooh, do I? I have something else I can do that's really cool.
Whatever it is, it'll have vulnerability.
I'll walk up to it.
Okay.
Actually, question before I do that. I'm going to cast a spell that has no damage effect. That would not waste half of the grave, would it?
It's
Until
just
the end
next
of
time.
your next turn, so his next turn,
So yeah, so
you would waste it.
Why?
No,
Oh, no,
it's
sorry,
the next,
you'd
the,
waste.
the next
no,
time.
yeah, no, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it wouldn't. Yeah, that's
It's
fine.
just when it gets
It
hit.
just wouldn't. I wasn't sure if it would set it off, and I
You're
didn't
right.
want to set
Sorry,
it off.
you're right. My mistake.
So she'll walk up to it, and she's going to cast Bestow Curse.
Okay. Is
Yay!
that an attack roll?
It's a Wisdom save.
What's that? It succeeds.
Damn! That's annoying.
It's all Dram's fault.
Anything
Maybe.
else?
No. I can't now. Shit.
Okay. Ariel, seeing what's going on, is going to.
Fireball?
No.
Can't. I think he's got no more spells.
He
Then.
got his
He's
spell
out of
back.
spell slots.
Ah,
He got the
Oh
back.
yeah, he's a warlock, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Short rest.
However, he's going to fire off his 2 Eldritch Blasts at one of the smaller Gricks. Which both hit. Dealing as these creatures burrow through the wall, he kind of tries to gets a jump on them a little bit, doing 17 points of force damage and knocking it almost prone to the ground. So relax, move. The Grits are going to go. One of them is going to move over towards Ari, and the other one's going to go after Garrett. Actually, can he get to Garrett? Yes.
Yes.
So we make 2 attacks. So the first one against Ari. The wrong sheet's open. Whoopsie. Sorry about this, guys.
It's okay.
It's
You're just
okay.
terrible, yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
I need to stick with my games.
Oh.
That's a hit
Damn
against
it.
Ari. So
Why
Ari,
is
you
he
take-
rolling so well?
I don't know, but I like it. You take 5 points of slashing damage, and it then brings you in for a beak attack.
I'm so
Here
pissed.
comes the
that
beaky
that
beak.
misses. I'm
With the
so pissed that remove cursed didn't hit. That bestow cursed didn't hit.
We're going to go ahead for another attack against you, Garrett, as well.
That's
which
fine.
is a crit.
Oh,
That's fine.
Fuck.
You know, I can take it.
As you
Doesn't
take
I look like shit.
you take 13 points of slashing damage, it then brings you in for a beak attack, which does an additional 8 points of piercing damage.
20. Yeah,
we're
21.
gonna have a TPK.
21.
We're not gonna have a TPK.
Um,
and if we do, it's your fault.
Haleth is going
no,
to
it's CJ's.
move in, and he's going to go and run around to this Grick and punch the shit out of it.
Why would he not punch the big guy? He's got double
Because
attack.
then you get double attack, you idiot.
You get double damage bonus. It
And
has
you do the
vulnerability.
most damage out of anyone in this group.
Isn't he?
Well,
If you
But-
hit it, it will double the damage.
if we're lucky. I'm gonna
Still
sharpshoot it just because of the damage.
It's just the next attack that hits it will have double damage.
Yeah.
First one hits, his second one misses actually. So
Going to sharpshoot
Galeth does 8 points. Sorry, Haleth does 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and he just punches the Grick in the back, and he goes, "Bam, snake." All right. At the top of the round, you watch as another Grick enters the fray.
Ugh.
So I've not been grappled or anything, have I? It's just
No,
he
no.
picked me
You
up.
do, you kind of picked you up, bit you, and put you back down very gently.
I'm gonna move on the same spot as Ariel,
Okay,
and then I'm going to sharpshoot the fuck boy.
go for it. That's a miss.
Yes.
Roll me some damage.
Yes.
Ah.
Oh.
So you deal
Yes.
8 plus 3, So it doubles the damage dice by the
7,
sharpshooter.
50, 54 damage.
Yeah.
Finally.
It's 8 plus 3 times 2, so that's 16. Plus 6 is 22. 32 for that, plus
I don't know what.
double that again. So 64 points of damage will go for.
Fucking hell! Yes.
So, as it's pretty epic, I will ask you, Dram, how would you like to finish off this Grick?
Oh,
How do you
well,
want to do
being
this?
completely scared, I kind of stumble in between Ariel's legs. I take my last shot, and I just let loose this fucking arrow, and it just. I don't know exactly where his weak point is, but it's going to be like in the eye near the beak or whatever, and just powerfully just destroy him. You can just see a hole.
This
in
arrow
him.
is being guided by the god of death.
Okay,
Exactly.
as Dram kind of reeling from the attack against him, stumbles back and kind of leans against Ariel. You pull the bow out, you draw it back as far as your little arms will take it, and you loose an arrow. Just as the Grick turns around to look at the entering of its smaller kin. As it does so, your arrow pierces through the eye, straight through the other side, taking the other eye with it, and shoots clear across the room, and lands on the side with 2 eyes skewered on it like a kabong. The
Fucking love
Grick
it.
looks at you, or in your direction, and then just instantly collapses on the ground with a heavy thud, sending dust and debris into the air. With that, the other Gricks
love it.
wail, and they will attempt to flee.
Not in turn order, or
I was thinking it's up to you. They're running. They're breaking combat.
I'm going
fucking
to
kill
do an
him.
opportunity attack
I
on
will-
this.
I will absolutely
You will
go
definitely.
for it.
So everyone in range will get their opportunity attacks against it.
okay.
So Garrett, Haleth, Ari, and Erland all get their opportunity attacks against these creatures.
I'm going to do Toll the Dead.
And I think you can opportunity attack with a cantrip.
And
I've
unless-
Warcaster.
If you've got Warcaster, you can.
Yeah.
So
Does 15 hit?
15 does hit.
It's getting a Psychic Blades as well.
Oh, okay. As you and Erland both simultaneously strike this creature, you two slice it up and bifurcate it as the psychic damage kicks in and it literally explodes. I mean, there's gunk everywhere.
Oh, I got gunk on my dress.
Everywhere.
Ah.
You have it in places you didn't know existed.
It's just
Has
gunk
anyone got
spurting out.
prestidigitation?
Not in this party.
Sadly, no.
I used to.
Oh, yes.
Garrett, if you want to hit as well, would roll damage.
It's up there.
So you do 10 points of necrotic with that, with the 18 as well. That is enough as bang! And as Haleth punches the Grick, the gongs of the bell strike, resonating throughout the hall. The last Grick goes, fuck that, and slithers out the corridor.
You just watch Daddy Grick get obliterated.
And
Just gotta say, ow, my bad, Garrett. Fucking thank you.
the Grick Alpha drops down to
Holy
dead.
shit!
I'm
Without
couldn't-
that fucking thing,
Do you know
Garrett.
what? I'm so sorry remove Curse didn't hit, but that was worth it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
I
the
can't
best.
believe it crit it. I was just like, yes.
Nathan is like, my toys. You broke my toys.
I'm happy
Nathan
with
broke
these
me.
dice.
I went from full health to 7.
So,
Oh,
It's crazy.
the swell of combat subsides once again as the adrenaline drops from your system. Dram, you are weak and you are battered, but you are victorious. CJ,
sleep.
you are still stood next to the mummified corpse, and if you'd like to, you can take a better look at it.
I would
I'll
like
try.
to pick up my arrow with the eyeballs still on it.
You
Yeah,
obtain
that's
it,
a
you
that's a
obtain
trophy.
2 Grick eyes, 2 large, and they're quite large actually. Like they're at least I'd say a human fist sized.
I would like to keep them in my bag.
Okay. CJ, as you look over the throne again, you see this mummified human corpse. It's, you see bones protruding from it. Its dead skin stretched thin across its skeletal form.
I've added it to my inventory.
Nothing about it seems particularly interesting until you inspect its face, and you can see 2 jewels sit where the eyes should be. You see a glittering white gem and also a red, small red gem. You also see the large great axe at its feet. The great axe look. Yeah, if you inspect.
Oh. I was going to inspect the great axe, that was all.
Yeah, so you have a look at the great axe. It does look worn. It doesn't look in the best nick. Does look heavy though.
Yeah, I don't think I'll carry the great axe. I don't think I can just like try and chuck it towards the floor.
No, the gravity's still
You
pulling
are in
you
reverse
up.
gravity, so unless you can throw it 16 feet, no.
Okay. I will attempt to take the white jewel.
You reach forward. You pluck it out.
Cool. And then I'll try and take the red one.
As you look at them in your hand, as a seasoned treasure hunter, what you see, one of them appears to be a banded agate, and the other one is a well polished quartz. You estimate they're probably worth about 50 gold a piece.
Cool. I'm going to keep one, and I'm going to pass one, and then come down and pass one to Garrett.
Okay. You head down.
I'm going to look at it and I'm just going to gesture to Dram and say, "This is yours."
Which one do you
It
hand
will
over?
go
to,
nicely
Jay?
with my eye.
I pass in the red one. I'll keep the white one.
Okay. Dram, you gain one banded agate. That's AGATE, and it's worth about 50 gold. And CJ, you have a refined quartz. It can be used for making tier 3 water pumps in Stardew Valley. And that, as you distribute your loot and marvel over your victory, over your mighty kill, is where we will end the session for today.
That was awesome.
So,
Damn.
I can't believe you crit that thing.
That
I
was
can't
so
believe I
good.
almost died.
for anyone,
You pissed it off.
for anyone
I was
watching on the watching this on the recording, if you have any questions or anything, let me know. Any problems, also let me know how the characters run. But for everyone else, feel free to say goodbye to the recording.
Bye, recording.
Bye.
Recording.